Hey, this is Russell again. Thank you so much for ordering your copy of the DotComSecrets book. I am so excited to get this sent out to you. Now, a couple of things, depending on where you are in the world. Some of you guys, it's going to take about a week to get there. Some of you guys, if you're overseas, it may be a little bit longer. But I'm anxiously excited to get this to you. I've seen this book take literally thousands of businesses and completely transform how they operate, how they get customers, how they get leads, how they get sales. And I cannot wait to give you this gift and see it affect your life as well. I know that's changed my life, it's changed my business, and it's going to do the same thing for you as well. Now, the only negative part about this entire experience is I got to ship this thing out to you. It's going to take a little while to get there. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to start your training right here, right now, and give you some of the core lessons you're going to learn about here inside the DotComSecrets book. That way you're not waiting. You can start understanding these concepts, start learning it. So that way when you get this book in your hands, you open up the first day and you start reading it, you're going to be able to hit the ground running, and so that's kind of the game plan. So what I did is I created a very special presentation that's only for people who have a copy of the DotComSecrets book. And in this presentation, this is the title, and hopefully you can read my handwriting, but I'm going to read it to you, so it should be good. The title of this presentation is How to Instantly Outspend Your Competitors and Ethically Steal All Potential Customers in Your Market. So that's the goal of this whole thing. Okay, DotComSecrets is about growing and scaling companies, about being able to spend a lot of money to acquire customers and be able to beat all your competitors. So I'm going to walk you guys through how that works and why that works. Then I'm going to go through 3 core secrets that are going to help you to understand how to actually implement this inside of your company and inside of your business. So secret number 1, this is what I call, it's the one seemingly broken funnel. We're going to talk a lot about funnels here today, but it's the funnel that seems broken that is actually the key to getting unlimited free customers for life. Now, what would that mean for your business if you had unlimited customers coming in for free every single day? Okay, I know for my business it's huge. We built a company from 0 to $100 million in less than 3 years. And we did it all because of this strategy right here. And on the outside, you look at it, you're like, that seems broken. That doesn't actually work. But when you understand what's happening behind the scenes, this is one of the most valuable things I can give you. And you'll understand this when you read the DotComSecrets book. But I want to shine this light on this right away for you so you start understanding these concepts today. Secret number 2, I'm going to show you how to get the best person on planet Earth to close sales for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And the coolest thing about this person, they never complain, they never ask for a raise, and they never take a break. Now, I don't know about you, but any company relies on sales. And in the past, the way we did that is having a whole bunch of salespeople. In fact, there was a time in my company I had 60 full-time salespeople. But guess what I found out about those people? They complain a lot, they always want raises, they take a lot of breaks, and it was a nightmare. We were able to replicate that whole concept inside of these really cool funnels I'm going to show you guys here in a minute. And so that way you can literally have the best salesperson on planet Earth closing for you. It's giving you the exact same pitch that you know works over and over and over again. So that's secret number 2. And secret number 3, the last piece that people don't understand is when they set up a funnel, they get these things working. It's like, well, how do I get people to come into my funnels? How do I get traffic? We call this traffic. I'm going to show you guys how to instantly flip on an almost unlimited stream of traffic from your smartphone. So my question for you is, do you have a smartphone? If you're still using a flip phone, this might not work that well, but if you got a smartphone, this concept's how we get most of the traffic into our funnels today. So that's what I'm going to be covering. You guys ready for that? All right, so again, the key to this whole presentation is for you to understand how to instantly outspend your competitors and ethically steal all potential customers inside of your market. Now, the first thing you have to understand, and you'll learn about this inside the DotComSecrets book. In fact, this is the foundation of the whole premise of this book. It's something I learned from one of my first mentors. His name's Dan Kennedy. He's the guy who actually wrote the foreword to this book. And what he taught me that whoever can spend the most money to acquire a customer wins. Okay, now I'm going to say it again. Whoever can spend the most money to acquire a customer wins. Now, when he first said that the first time, it didn't really make sense to me. I was like, what is that? I don't understand what you're talking about. And it didn't make sense until I launched my very first business online. Now, it's kind of an embarrassing thing, but my very first business online was actually teaching people how to make potato guns. And so this was my very first product. I never had a product before. And so I thought, I'm going to make an information product because that's all I knew. And I happened to be a potato gun expert. So I went and we actually made a potato gun. I filmed myself doing it, and this became my very first product. Okay, now, when I first got this live, this is about 14, 15 years ago now, so it's been a little while. Back then, all the traffic we drove came from Google. And so what happened, in fact, I'm going to sketch this out so you can kind of see this concept, how it works. What happened is I set up a little website to sell this DVD, right? And so there's a picture of me right here holding my potato gun and the DVD, right? So I'm selling this DVD. And at the time, I think I was selling these DVDs for about $27 to $37, let's say $37. And I was going over here to Google, and I was buying ads. So I would spend money on Google, people would then come to my site, and a percentage of people would buy, right? Pretty basic marketing, basic internet marketing, right? And so what was happening is I was spending on average about $10 a day in Google ads, and from that I'd average about one sale. Okay, now I'm not that good at math, but if you do the math behind that, I'd spend $10, I'd made 37, so my net profit from each DVD was 27 bucks. Now, as a college kid, $27 a day on this little website working on autopilot was huge. Like, I was like the richest kid in the world. I was able to take my wife on dates and do a bunch of cool things because I had this little funnel. And it was working really awesome. And then the worst thing in the world happened. And just so you know, this happens all the time in every network. But Google, they decided that they wanted more money from people. And so what they did is they changed their algorithm a little bit. They increased their ad costs. And what happened literally overnight is this, my ads went from, I was spending $10 in ads to almost overnight, it got to the point where I was spending about $50 a day in ads to get the exact same amount of people to come to my website. Okay? Now, if you do the math on this, you spend $50, you make 37, all of a sudden I was going in the hole negative, what's that, $13 a day? Hopefully the math's right on that. If not, I apologize. But I was losing money. Now, this was able to run for about a week or two before my wife said, "Stop! You're the worst business person in the world. Like, we're losing money every single day." And I still remember I turned the ads off and I was like, well, I guess I missed the shot. I missed the big opportunity. I thought that the dot-com bubble had burst. I heard people talking about it on the news. I was like, I guess I missed it. And the reality is I did for a while. And then I had a friend come up to me and he said, Russell, we figured out this really cool thing. He said, I started going to all of my products. And he said, I started adding these things. And he called them an upseller, OTO, one-time offer. He said, when somebody buys my product right here, what I would do is I would offer them an upsell. Okay? And he said right now, for him, he said 1 out of 3 people, so 30% of people who bought his first thing were buying his next thing. I was like, dude, that's amazing. Like, how does that work? And he kind of explained it to me. I said, well, I have my potato gun DVD. Like, how would that work for my business? He's like, well, if someone buys a potato gun DVD, what's the next thing that they need? I was like, well, they have to go to the store and they got to buy pipes and barbecue igniters, all the stuff to actually build a potato gun. And he said, well, you should make an upsell where you actually have a kit that you just ship that thing out to them. I was like, that's the greatest thing in the world. So I found this dude up in northern Idaho. I'm in Boise, he's up in northern Idaho, who actually drop ship potato gun kits. And we did a partnership. And so what happened on this page right here, I would sell potato gun kits. So here's a kit. I'd sell for $197. And then he would ship out the kit to these people. So they buy the DVD, we upsell them the kit. And just like my friend told me, for me, about 1 out of 3 people that bought the DVD started buying this kit. Now, when you do the math on that, I'm not going to figure it out in front of you because I'm totally going to mess it up. But what happened is I still had to pay Google the same $50 a day. That didn't change, right? And then I still made 1 sale a day on average. But then what happened is 1 out of 3 people gave me $200. Okay, when you do the math on that, all of a sudden I wasn't making $27, I wasn't making $13. All of a sudden I started making, I can't remember, but my profit was like $50 or something like that a day. Okay, so I actually doubled how much money I made by having this thing that we call a funnel. Okay, what a funnel is basically something like this where you're taking someone through a sales process, you're offering different products and different services. Okay, and so for me, this transformed my life. When I started doing this and I understood it, and also my potato gun business started making money, I became obsessed. We started launching company after company after company, following the same model and having tons and tons of success. Okay, and so that's kind of the key. And what was interesting is if you look at the time, now obviously there wasn't anyone else selling potato gun DVDs at the time, but if I did have someone else doing the same thing, they had to spend the same amount of money that I had to spend, but because I had this funnel in place, I was making more money from every single customer. Okay, so I was able to continue to run ads. Okay, so it comes back to this concept of whoever can spend the most money to acquire a customer wins. Okay, and so that was like my big epiphany is that I've got to create sales processes for my businesses that make it so that I can spend more money than anybody else. Okay, now I've watched as we've done this, and some of you guys know some of my story. We launched a company a little while ago called ClickFunnels, went from 0 to $100 million in sales within just 3 years. And what's interesting is that when we started this business, I was competing against all these other software companies, and one of our biggest competitors had $40 million in venture capital. There was another company that had over $150 million in venture capital. So these outside investors gave these people hundreds of millions of dollars to go and buy ads and do all sorts of stuff. I was coming in as a brand new person, my very first software company I ever had, and I didn't have a $100 million advertising budget. In fact, the only budget I had was whatever I had on my credit card, which at the time was very, very small. And so I had to think smart, like, how do I outspend somebody that has $100 million? And so what we did is we took this concept right here. Okay, now I'm going to walk you through kind of the next phase of it. And the next phase is going to bring us into secret number 1. Okay, so now you kind of understand, like, this is the goal. If we can outspend our competitors, we can literally steal all of the customers inside of our market. Okay, because we can spend more money to get those customers. It means you can be more times on Facebook. You can be higher in Google. Like, you can get all the advertising is you get all the customers. So if you build a sales funnel the right way, you make more off of every customer. Therefore, you can spend more and you start beating all your competitors. Okay, so what we started doing when I started going against all these competitors who had hundreds of millions of dollars in free money given to them to compete and to buy advertising, I was like, hey, we have to do something different or this is not going to work. And so we started going through the process. In fact, because you're here right now, you've gone through this process. You may not have known it at the time, but a few minutes ago, you bought this book, DotComSecrets. Okay, now we sell this book for free. We charge shipping and handling. And on average right now, it costs me anywhere between $12 and $15 in Facebook ads or Google ads to get somebody to buy the book. Okay, now my guess is that you probably saw an ad somewhere, you clicked on it, you showed up and you bought this book. So for me to get you as a customer, it costs me about $12. Okay, anywhere between $12 and $15. Okay, actually let me sketch this out so you see the magic of what you're going to learn here inside the DotComSecrets book. Okay, so here is the book. So let's just say you came from a Facebook ad. To make matters simple, let's just say I spent $15. Okay, so I spent $15 to get you to come here and to buy this book. Okay, now if you look at the math right now, the book was $7.95. So if this was my entire process, I spent $15, I made $7.95. I just lost $7.05, right? I'm a horrible business person based on this. But as you went through the process, you probably noticed a couple things, right? First off, we offered you guys what we call an order form bump. So we offered you guys an upsell on the order form, and right now, usually on average, about 26 to 27% of you guys say yes to that. We actually gave you 3 of my best funnels, share funnel links. You can click a button and import them into your ClickFunnels account. Okay, so a lot of you guys bought those at $37. Okay, then we had a really cool upsell, right? And the first upsell was the audiobook. And if you bought the audiobook, I gave you a whole bunch of bonuses and other amazing stuff, and the audiobook price was $47. Okay. Right now, about 24% of you guys bought that as well. And then afterwards, I gave one more upsell, which is a really good course called Traffic Secrets for $297. And what's interesting about that is about 12% of you guys took that. So what happened is I was spending $15 in Facebook ads right here. Okay, so if you do the math here, I spent $15. But on average, when you come through this process, for every single person who buys a book, on average, and it kind of goes up and down based on different things, but on average, I make about $40 per book. So I spent $15, I made $40, so out the back here, I ended up with, what's that, $25? Yeah, $25 in profit, okay? And so I was able to spend, again, I spent $15 and I got a book and I made $25 profit on average for every single person. Now, think about this. The people who write business books that I compete against, they sell their book on Amazon, right? And maybe they sell it for $19, something like that. So best case scenario, they spend $19 to sell a book to break even. Okay, I could spend, if I want, I could spend up to $40 to sell a book to break even. So I can spend double what every one of my competitors can do to sell a book because I take people through one of these funnels. Okay, now what we do, we call this funnel right here, we call it something special. This is why people sometimes say it's broken. I call this a break-even funnel. Break-even funnel, okay? And the reason why I call it a break-even funnel is my goal of this funnel, while this funnel is pretty profitable, like we spend $15, we make $40, so we net $25. A lot of my break-even funnels, I spend $15, I make $15, and I break even. Okay, so I call it a break-even funnel. And what's interesting is that I have a lot of people who've gone through my processes, or people who've gone through my coaching, or they launch their very first funnel, and they do this thing, and they launch it, they spend $15, $20 on ads, they make $15, $20, and they break even, like, oh, this doesn't work, I lost money, or I broke even, I didn't make very much money. But what you don't understand is if you get a funnel that breaks even, that is $1 million a year business in and of itself. You're like, Russell, how does that work? I just broke even, okay? And this is why. There's something that this is the core thing if you understand inside DotComSecrets book. This book will drill this in your head over and over and over and over again, okay? Somebody comes into your funnel, they come here from an ad, they buy your product, whatever, they come out here, and you made some money or you broke even, whatever it is. But what happened is that you acquired the most valuable thing of any business. When you went through this process, out the bottom end came what we call a customer. And this is the secret to business, okay? We got a customer. Now, if I spend another $15, I break even and I get another customer. Okay, I do it again, I break even, I get another customer. Okay, now these customers, when I'm doing it this way, I'm getting, if I'm at break even, I'm getting these customers for free. Does that make sense? I'm getting customers for free. Now, if this is all your business is a book or a thing, then it doesn't make much sense. But what you're going to learn about here in the .com Secrets book is a concept called the value ladder. I'm not going to go deep into it right now, but the value ladder is someone comes here, if they get your book and they read it like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, they're naturally going to want more from you. They want more value. And so what we do is you send somebody up what we call a value ladder. And again, you're going to get this more inside the book, so I'm not going to reveal everything because I want you to read it and understand it. But if I get a customer for free, and then I offer them something, so let's say they got the free book right here, and they read the book and like, this is awesome, I want more. What else do you have, Russell? Then they're naturally going to want to send up to the next thing I have to offer. Now for me, next thing I have to offer is after you've read my books, you understand the strategy behind what we're doing. Next thing for me is I sell a really cool tool called ClickFunnels, okay? And right now, a huge percentage of people who buy my book upsell to get ClickFunnels. Now this is the key I want to explain to you guys, okay? When somebody buys ClickFunnels, guess how much money it costs me to get that customer to buy ClickFunnels? $0. Okay, I already got the customer here. I got a customer for free. And then I introduce them to my next thing. If they buy ClickFunnels, that is 100% profit to me. Okay, and this is how I was able to go out there and beat all these companies that have hundreds of millions of dollars of venture capital. They're spending millions and millions of dollars to drive people to sell their product, where I have a front-end funnel, a break-even funnel, where I get customers for free and then introduce them to the next page. And I want to tell you a funny story behind this because hopefully it'll help it to make sense for those who are still kind of struggling to understand this. A little while ago, we had a bunch of venture capitalists who wanted to invest in ClickFunnels, and I didn't want to do it, but I wanted to meet with them just to see like what they thought we were worth. So I went to lunch with these venture capitalists, and they sat down and they asked me, said, Russell, how much money does it cost you to acquire a customer side of ClickFunnels, right? And if you watch Shark Tank at all, you know that's like the question they always ask, well, what's your cost to acquire a customer? And so I kind of smiled because I know that my cost to acquire customers inside ClickFunnels here, right now we were spending in Facebook ads about $120 to get a free trial. Okay, so I told him that, and the guy was like all excited. He's like, "Are you serious? So if we gave you $30 million, that means we could get, however many millions of members." And he had the whole math in his head. And I kind of smiled. I said, "Well, actually, wait, hold on. Before you try to write me a check or anything, I actually turned all these ads off." He's like, "What? Why would you turn those ads off?" I said, "Because I don't have some dude like you who's just pumping in money into my company. Like, this is all coming out of my own pocket. Like, I'm an entrepreneur. Like, this is me building this thing. So I can't afford $120 to get a free trial and hopefully break even in 6 months. I can't do that." And he's like, "Well, how have you guys grown so fast?" And I said, "Because we have these really cool things that we call break-even funnels." He's like, "I don't understand." So I explained this concept to him. I said, "Well, we have a funnel right here. We spend $15 in Facebook ads. We make $40. We get a little profit right here. And then we introduce people up into the second tier of, that's where we introduce people into ClickFunnels." And I explained it the first time, he's like, "I don't get it." And I explained it the second time, he's like, "Wait, I don't get it." And I explained it the third time, and he looked at me and said, "If that's true," he said, "that'll change business for everyone, forever." I said, "Exactly, that's my message." Like the reason why me, and look at all the entrepreneurs, all the funnel hackers, all the people in my community who are killing it, who are going against these huge brands and destroying them, it's because they can outspend their competitors. They get customers for free through these break-even funnels. They have to get the customer, then they introduce them to the thing that they, like their core product or their core service. Okay? And that is the big secret. Now, I know for some of you guys this may be a little bit over your head, which is totally cool. That's why when the book comes, you'll read this, you'll understand it better. But this is the key. This is how people like me and you can compete out there, where we can grow companies, not have to risk a bunch of money. You don't have to go in and people always ask me, "Russell, my funnel's live. How much money do I got to spend in advertising?" You don't spend money in advertising. I put $15 in, and hopefully I at least break even. If I broke even, I didn't lose any money, but I got a customer, right? This is the key. Okay, you're here right now. You're my newest customer. That's why I'm here serving you. That's why I want to teach you the stuff. So I want you to read this book, because if you get value from this and you're like, "Man, Russell, that's amazing," my goal, my hope is just that I get so much value from the book and from the training, you're going to naturally want to send up and get ClickFunnels, which is the next logical thing you would do with me. And so that's kind of the goal and the concept behind this. Okay, all right. So I'm going to come back to here. So again, that is why we call this the seemingly broken funnel, because people look at it and say, "Russell, I broke even. I didn't make any money." Okay, but when you understand it, that break-even funnel is the key to unlimited free customers for life. Okay, so I want you guys to understand that. So that's secret number one. Okay, all right. Now I want to transition over to secret number two. This is how to get the best salesperson on planet Earth to close sales for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And the coolest thing is this person never complains, asks for a raise, or takes a break. So my question for you before we go into this is who do you think the best salesperson is to sell your product or your service? Who is it that cares the most about it, the most excited, the person who goes crazy about it, right? My guess is it's probably you. Or maybe there's someone on your team who's a really good salesperson who's obsessed with it. Maybe it's someone who's been on the phone selling it all day long for the last 5 years. Maybe there's a salesperson that goes door to door. But there's someone in your company who's the best salesperson possible, right? I know for me, guess who's the best salesperson on earth for ClickFunnels? It's me. There's nobody else more obsessed than me with this. Okay, a little while ago, I had a chance to work with Tony Robbins when he came out with his new book. Okay, he wrote this new book called Money Master the Game. And when I first met Tony, about 10 years ago, we started working together. And when he came out with this book, this was the first book he had written in about 20 years. And he was putting it all live and everything. And I saw he was launching a book. I said, Tony, I know a little bit about how to launch books and that book funnels and stuff. I'm like, can I help you with this? And he's like, sure, how does it work? So I kind of showed him the same process I just showed you guys. And he was super excited. And I said, Tony, I need to actually come if you want to do this. Because he asked me, he's like, well, how can you, I don't have time, I'm speaking, all sorts of stuff, can you just set this funnel up for me? I said, well, the problem is Tony, there's nobody better at selling this book than you. You love it, you wrote it, you know every page, why is this so exciting? I said, I just need an hour of your time to capture you selling your book, because you're gonna be the best salesperson in the world for that. And so we luckily had a chance. It was at one of his live events. We rented a hotel suite, and we had it all set up where he had a break, and he was gonna jump in his car, drive over to the suite, and we had 1 hour window to get there. And so we took Tony inside this room. I wish I could tell you the whole story behind it. It was super intense and crazy. But we got Tony Robbins in there. We had the camera set up, and we started recording. And basically I said, Tony, if you're going to sell his book to somebody, how would you sell it? And he got on there with all the passion that he's got, and he sold his book. And I said, okay, after they bought the book, what's the upsell? What's the next thing you want to offer him? And he told me about it. I said, okay, sell that thing. And he sold it the way that Tony sells stuff. And then he went through the entire funnel. So we built that, we recorded those things during the hour, then he had to take off and leave. And then we took these assets and we were able to build out a book funnel similar to the funnel that I have to sell his product and his service. Okay, in fact, in a few minutes, I'm actually going to go into this funnel. I'll show you how simple it is to actually build a funnel after you have the assets. But for you just got to think about if you are the salesperson in your business, or you've got a salesperson in your business, imagine the power behind these funnels we have is that you're able to take the best sales pitch on planet Earth from the best salesperson, the person who loves your product, your service the most, and record it once and get it perfect and then plug it in, and that sales pitch happens every single time. Okay, one of the worst things about salespeople, and I'm a salesperson so I can kind of make fun of us, but the worst thing about salespeople is that a lot of times we're emotional, right? Some days we're on fire, we're closing every single sale, it's amazing. Other days we have a bad day at home, or we have a bad day at work, or we're tired, or whatever it is, and our sales drop dramatically because the tone of our voice changes or whatever it might be, right? The nice thing about a funnel is that you can record the best sales pitch. You can test 2 or 3 ones till you get it perfect, and then that sales pitch, every single person who comes to your funnel hears the exact same sales pitch over and over and over again. And that's the key, okay? That's how you get the best salesperson on earth to sell for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Okay, now the way we do this, the way we build these sales funnels, and then we have these things in place, is through a tool that we created called ClickFunnels. Now, I already talked about it a little bit earlier, but I actually want to show you how simple this is. Because the first time I mentioned this, I mentioned ClickFunnels to people, the first thing they tell me is well, I'm not technical, I don't know how to do stuff like that, and they kind of get nervous, and I do more traditional, whatever their issues and their reasons are. And I totally understand. I said, well, let me just show you. So what I want to do is I actually want to show you, I want to show you Tony Robbins' funnel we built for him. I'm going to show you how simple it is to move things and drag and drop and actually build a funnel for yourself to sell whatever product or service it is you have. Now, before I do that, obviously, as one of the co-founders of ClickFunnels, I'm obsessed with it. I love it. I can't even sleep at night because I'm so excited about it. But I don't want you to take my word for it because, obviously I'm biased towards it. So instead, what I want to do, I want to show you a really quick video from one of my friends. His name is Garrett J. White, and he built an entire movement, entire platform on the back of ClickFunnels. And I've watched as this movement has now helped thousands of men around the world to save their marriages, to fix their health, and to live better lives. And I want you to hear in his own words what ClickFunnels did for him and his company so that he could change the world.
Hello, my name is Garrett J. White, the Master Coach Mentor and founder of Wake Up Warrior Academy. And I will tell you this right now. We have tested with platforms. We have tested everything. I have attempted for the past 6 years to use every available software tool I could find that made it simpler for me to share my message. And it started with WordPress, and then it went plugins, and then Optimized Press, and then we went to Kajabi, and then we went to Lead Pages. And these are all wonderful. Know the owners of these guys are fantastic. The software tools were amazing. When ClickFunnels came out, I was like, dude, I cannot handle another software tool. I don't give a shit. We're just gonna manage our stuff between Lead Pages and Kajabi. And then my friend said, just test it. Just try it out. And I went to ClickFunnels, and no bullshit. Like every software increment over the last 5 years has been not a quantum shift in what you can do with the tool to get your message out to the marketplace. They've been incremental. So like there's been a move from Kajabi to lead pages, or from optimized press to Kajabi, and they were these segmented steps that had slight improvements that made it easier. ClickFunnels though came out of nowhere. They took the marketplace by storm, just like Apple did when they first launched the iPhone. It was not a linear move anymore. It was a quantum move in improvement that'll open up a gap to allow people just like you watching this, people just like you and me, who are not technically savvy. We weren't born in the matrix, and we didn't have a chip implanted in our heads. We're not engineers or computer science majors, and we don't understand that stuff inherently. ClickFunnels gave you my friend, an opportunity to cut and decrease the time of stress and anxiety and suffering behind a keyboard. Trust me, the days you want to just pound vodka and throw your Mac out the window because you can't figure shit out, ClickFunnels has brought it to a place that it is a quantum leap in opportunity, which allows you, just like the iPhone, to not only look smarter, but to feel smarter, and ultimately to only deal with the stuff that matters, which is getting your message about your product and your program and service out to the marketplace.
How many guys think that ClickFunnels has the most amazing customer support?
If you're spending all the time in suicide watch and having to check yourself into a hospital, and honestly trying to deal with everything else that's come out before it. So I not only fully endorse ClickFunnels, it's the only software tool that we use. When it comes to our funnels online across all 4 of my businesses, we're not going anywhere else. Love Russell, love this event. This event married up to that software tool. You are a dumbass if you don't come, and that's okay. There's plenty of dumbasses on the planet. Just don't let it be you.
Isn't that awesome? Like, I don't know about you, but I'm excited to every time I watch that video, it gets me really excited about ClickFunnels, because I know how much time and stress and effort you're gonna get rid of because you're using ClickFunnels. I always tell people that ClickFunnels is the tool that we created to free all entrepreneurs, and now I wanna free you. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump into ClickFunnels right now, and I'm actually gonna show you behind the scenes of Tony Robbins' book funnel. I'm gonna build it with you so you can see how simple and easy it is. Because when you see that, that's all it is, Russell. Like, I could do that, right? I have a kid on my team that could do that. And you see how simple and how easy it is, you're gonna wanna use ClickFunnels every single day inside your business. So I'm gonna jump into ClickFunnels right now and build the funnel with you in about 5 minutes. I wanna show you exactly how we build a funnel for someone like Tony Robbins. The first step was create the videos of him pitching his product. So as you can see here, you saw a little bit this earlier, but this is the first video, and
Hi, it's Tony Robbins. Listen, I'm here today.
I simply just uploaded it to YouTube. So there's video number 1, and then he also has an upsell product he's gonna sell. So we took the upsell video and put it on YouTube as well.
Okay, so we got you the book coming on your way, and perhaps you've got Ultimate Edge. If you're crazy like me, and you're still with me right now, and you want to go deep, and I'm into mastery, I'm not into dabbling, there's 2 subjects that are usually the most rewarding or the most painful for people. One is time. I mean, everybody I know, even people who have a lot of money, their biggest complaint is, where's my time? It's like, we all got this new technology, it's supposed to give us all this free time. Where the hell is it, right? It's hard now. And, I have 21 companies.
All right, so I'm gonna stop right there, but that's the upsell video. So we captured Tony selling his product, the greatest salesperson in the world to sell Tony's product, and now we logged into ClickFunnels. And over in ClickFunnels, we just built out a very simple funnel, okay? Now I'm not gonna go into all the details of how you do it. I just wanna show you how simple it is to edit these pages and to make it. Now, the left-hand side here, you can see this is the actual funnel. So step number 1, he has this free book page where he gives away a free book. He charges shipping and handling, and then OTO stands for one-time offer. This is the upsell page. If I click on there, you'll see the next page. And if somebody either buys the upsell or they don't, then they're taken to the order confirmation page that basically tells them thank you for buying. And if it's a digital product, gives them access to whatever it is they bought. Okay, so it's very simple. And let's say you create this and it's out of order. It's really simple to grab these things. You can rearrange the order of the funnel. Right now it's set up correctly, so I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm gonna come back here to the free book page, okay? Now I've already pre-designed these pages before doing this, but I wanna show you guys how simple it really is. So I'm gonna log into one of these pages, I click on edit. Now that I'm inside the page here, it's very simple. I can come right here and I can just basically change the text. So I can say, hey, get your free copy today. I'm obviously not going to change it too much because this is a live funnel, and but that's how simple it is to edit stuff. If I don't like things, I can drag them. I can drag and drop and move them around. If I want the headline above it or below it, it's very simple. Now here's the video. I just click on this link right here, and over here it's got all the information for the video. So I come back to YouTube, and I just copy this link right here. I come back here. I'm going to paste it in there. I paste it, and now that link is in there. So if I come here and I click on preview, you'll see that now that fast.
Hi, it's Tony Robbins.
The video Tony is plugged in right here on the page. Okay, and if I come back in here into ClickFunnels, you can see this right here is the order form. This order form has been set up to convert the highest possible levels. So you don't have to do much. It's very simple and very easy here. And down here it's got all the other information to sell his book. Okay, now notice all these things are very easy. They're just headlines. I can go in here, I can type different things. So here is why you should get Tony's awesome book today, right? I can just change the text, anything really simply from any of the templates, or if I want, I can add things in as well. Let's say I want to add a picture. I click here and add a new element, and there's tons of different elements you can put in here. So I'm gonna scroll down, I'm gonna try to find one that says image. I click on image there. Now there's an image. If I want, I can go and I can add a different image inside of here if I wanted to. So I can click on this, and these are some images from my account. But let's say I wanted to throw in a picture of the stick figure. I could that quick throw it in there, and now there's a picture of a stick figure here, which obviously makes no sense. I'm gonna delete it. But that's how simple it's. I can add things like that. I can move things around. If I don't like something, I can grab it, I can drag it, I can drop it. But it's so simple that literally anybody can build pages inside of these funnels, you guys. It's so easy. Now as I scroll down here, see we got pictures of Tony, got pictures of other people. But let's say I want to change the order. I can move Carl Icahn above Ray Dalio if I want, or I can switch it back around the other direction. But that's how simple it is. So I just go in here in the pages, I edit it, I design it, I customize it. Let's say in your template you don't want this block here, you can click on delete and delete the whole thing, and boom, that fast it disappears. But you just take any of our templates and you customize it so it looks just like your page. Okay, and that's how quick and how easy it is to build things here inside of ClickFunnels. So I'm gonna go back up to the top here. I'm not gonna save this just because, obviously I changed a bunch of things, but check this out as well. Here's what it looks like on desktop. If I click on this, you can see what it's gonna look like mobile. Okay, and you can edit things here mobile if you wanted as well. You can have headlines that only show up mobile, or you can have things that show up on desktop and not on mobile, but very quickly you can switch between desktop and mobile. That way it looks awesome no matter where you do it. And that's step number one. Now, second step, I'm gonna go to the OTO, the one-time offer page. Same kind of thing, it's very simple. I come here, I click on edit page, and inside of here, same thing, I can change the headline if I want. I could add a countdown clock if I wanted really quickly here. I just click on this little thing here, click on add new element, scroll over here, try to find a countdown clock. There's always new things we're adding here so you can find cool stuff anytime. So there's a countdown clock if I wanna make some urgency and scarcity here. I could also check out different themes of countdown clocks. I can find one that looks awesome that I like the most. Throw a countdown clock there and tell how long that they've got. Say this is only good till 1 p.m. or I can set it for 5 minutes after they land on this page, things like that. Here's the video, so I click on the video. Same thing, I'm gonna go back to YouTube for this upsell video we have. I'm gonna copy that, I'm gonna paste in here, and check this out. When I look at the page now, it's got the headline.
Okay, so we got you the book coming on your way.
And now you got Tony pitching Tony, even though Tony's in seminars, he's flying around the world, he's super busy, doesn't even matter because he's here now inside the funnel selling his product over and over and over and over again, okay? And that really, you guys, is the power of funnels. You're able to take you as the best salesperson on planet Earth and replicate your sales pitch, replicate your message, perfect it, test it, tweak it. Okay, if you look back here on this page here, the homepage, this is a split test. So maybe you make 2 videos and find out which video is going to convert highest. Maybe it's going to be this video, maybe it's this video. And you test them both, and this ClickFunnels will tell you like, hey, video number 2 is way better than number 1. And you find out which one is going to win. That way you can test your sales pitch until it's perfect, and that way you can sell the most amount of your product or service the easiest. And that's how simple we build a funnel here inside of ClickFunnels. All right, you guys getting this? Did you see the power behind ClickFunnels? Like, it's so simple that you can use it, I can use it. I remember when my partners were building ClickFunnels the first time, their goal, because I'm not technical at all by any stretch of the imagination yet, I still built Tony Robbins' book funnel. They told me, they said, if we can make it so simple that Russell can do it, then anybody can use it. And I promise you guys, it's so simple that anybody can use it. It takes about an hour, maybe the first playing around to kind of get it, and after that, you're off to the races. Okay, and that is the key. So that's secret number 2, you guys. That's how you are literally able to get the best salesman on planet Earth to sell your products for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And the coolest thing, like I said, is these funnels, they never complain, they never ask for a raise, they never take a break. Okay, I went from having 60 full-time salespeople down to 1. And it's not even a person, it's a funnel. That's the best thing. Okay? All right, now I want to transition to secret number 3. Because a lot of times I share this with people and they're like, cool, I get it, Russell, I need these front-end funnels. I need funnels like, they're excited to go through the book to understand how the front-end funnels work, the back-end funnels, all the cool stuff you're going to learn in here. Okay, and they understand that, and then they're like, oh my gosh, ClickFunnels makes this easy. I can actually do this myself. Okay, and the third thing though is a lot of people tell me like, well, Russell, what happens when I get the funnel up? Then what? How do I get people to actually come into my funnels, right? And that is a big problem a lot of people have is they don't know how to get, and we call this traffic, how to get traffic, how to get people into your funnels. And so the third secret I'm gonna share with you guys is literally one of the coolest ones. Okay? If you have one of these smartphones, I don't care if it's iPhone, Samsung, it doesn't matter. As long as it's not a flip phone, as long as you have a smartphone, I'm gonna show you guys how to instantly flip on an almost unlimited stream of traffic from your smartphone into any one of your funnels. Okay, it could be a book funnel, it could be a webinar funnel, it could be a high ticket application, it could be a lead gen funnel. I don't care what it is for your business, but this phone is the key. Okay, so I'm going to share with you guys a story from one of my friends. His name's Anthony D. Clementi. And Anthony happened to also write a book. It's called The Biohacker's Guide to Upgrade Energy and Focus, an amazing book. But again, I'm almost nervous sharing this as an example because it doesn't have to be a book, okay? Tony's was a book, this was a book, but this works for any kind of funnel. Okay, if you've got a webinar, an event, whatever it is, the same concept works. So Anthony got his book up there, and he said, okay, Russell, how do I get people now? My book's done, my funnel's done, you know, I'm selling this the best I know how do I get people to show up? And I said, well, there's a lot of ways to do that, but let's start with like the most simple and most basic. He said, okay, well, how does that work? And I said, okay, I want to teach you a really cool process, a really cool tool. Okay, most of us know about Facebook. Inside of Facebook, there's a really cool thing called Facebook Lives. Okay, now Facebook Live is where you have a fan page and you can literally pick up your phone, you click a button, and in 1 second, you are live to all your fans, broadcasting and teaching them whatever you want to teach them. I said, okay, Anthony, do you have a fan page? And he's like, yeah, I do. And I said, well, do you have any fans? He's like, well, not that many. And it turns out I went to his page, he had 2. His mom and me were his only 2 fans at the time. And I said, that's okay, don't stress out about it. What we're gonna do is I want you to get your phone out every single day, and this is your time to start teaching and start sharing what you know with the world. And so I said, I want you to push live on Facebook Live, and I want you to basically take your book and share one tip from it. One of the cool like biohacks inside your book. Talk about the biohack and say, if you want more like this, go to this website right here and go get your free copy of the book. Okay? So that's what he did. And I told him, I said, the weirder it is, my guess is the better it's gonna be, right? If someone's in Facebook and they see you biohacking with like the ones you put lasers in your ears and your nose, whatever it is, something that's gonna get people to stop scrolling and talk about it, and then share the tip with them, and then tell them if they want more to go get a free copy of your book and push them into your new funnel. And so he said, okay, I'm gonna do that. So he got his phone out the very first day, hooked up all his weird biohacking stuff, did a video of it, and the video showed up on his fan page. And his mom and me both saw it, we both liked it. I think I commented something on it, and then not much happened. Now inside of Facebook, what you can do is you can go into a post and you can boost it. So we logged in and we spent $5 to boost that post. And from that, you know, we saw a couple dozen people saw the video, but not too much happened. I said, okay, that's okay. We're learning what people respond to. Tomorrow, do another video like that. So next day, did another video, picked a new biohack, did the same thing. I saw it, his mom saw it, a couple more people saw it, and grew a little bit. And did another one the next day, and the next day, and the next day. Each day, he would do a video. We'd spend about $5 in ads to see what would happen, and then we would watch what happened. And if it did well, then we'd keep running it. If not, it would stop. And what was interesting, about 12 days into this process, I don't know if he was bored or whatever, but he thought, you know, I'm gonna make a video, and I think he was cooking at the time. He's like, I'm just doing called How to Biohack Your Vegetables. And it was literally like, I feel like he was just lazy that day or something, but it was him with some butter in a pan and vegetables. He's like, yeah, I cook my vegetables in organic grass-fed butter. And he kind of showed the tip. And the end said, if you want more biohacking secrets, go get my book. And he did that video. We put $5 in ads behind it. And for some reason, I don't know why, but that video resonated with people. And people started seeing it, they started sharing it, they started liking it, started commenting. And that video ended up getting over 500,000 views over the next little while. It added over 5,000 fans to his fan page. Okay, if you look back here, where I sketched out earlier, we put $5 in the Facebook ads and people started buying the books. We put 15, 20, 30. And what was happening is that they were going through this process and he wasn't making a ton of money, but he was more than breaking even. I think he was spending about $5 or $6 to sell a book. And on the back end of it, he was making like $8 to $10. So it was a little bit over break even. But he started getting these customers, and customers started coming. He got a second customer, a third customer, more and more. His fan page started growing. I said, this worked really good. Do another video, Anthony. Do another video. So every single day he was doing videos. And half the videos didn't work, but every once in a while one would hit, and he'd get 500,000. A couple of times he's got millions of people who've seen a video who come, they buy the book, they go through the funnel, and he gets a customer. Okay? Now, fast forward now 60 days. In this process, Anthony had sold over 5,000 copies of his book. Okay? And he hadn't made a ton of money. He'd made a little bit of profit, but he kind of broke even, but had 5,000 customers. And then Anthony said, okay, well, I have these customers. How else can I serve them? What's the next thing that they need? How can I help them the next level? And he said, I'm gonna do a biohacking week. People fly out to where I'm at, and we're gonna take them and have them experience this over a week-long period of time. And he sold this event for $10,000. And from that, he got over 10 people to sign up, made over $100,000. And guess what? All that was pure profit because the customers already came in. They already broke even. He had the customers. As soon as he figured out what's the next thing, how can I serve this customer the best? What's the next thing that they need and that they want? He offered it to them and a percentage bought it. And now that's how he's grown his company. okay? So that's the secret, you guys. Like, you don't have to be super good at Facebook ads and Google ads, all sorts of traffic stuff. Like, you can add those things, you can become better at them. But the key to begin with is your smartphone. It's about you finding your message. Like, what is it that people are going to respond to that gets them to come into your funnel to either buy your book or register for your webinar or to become a lead or whatever it is for your company? This is where it all begins, is with the smartphone. Okay? So it's very simple, you guys. That's how Anthony's grown his business, how I've grown my business. It's how so many of our members have grown their businesses starting here. Okay, now I want to kind of recap what we've talked about so far. I showed you guys in this presentation how you can instantly outspend your competitors and ethically steal all potential customers inside your market. Okay, when you can outspend your competitors, again, whoever can spend the most money to acquire a customer wins. Okay, that's the magic. When you understand that, that's the whole premise of this book. Whoever can spend the most money to acquire a customer wins. When you understand that, you win. Then you got to create a funnel, okay? So then secret number one, I showed you guys the one seemingly broken funnel that is the key to unlimited free customers for life. It's your front end funnel. It's the customer that gets you customers for free, where you spend money in ads, but you break even. Okay, and again, most of the world look at that and say your funnel is breaking even, you're not making any money. But what I know, what Tony Robbins knows, what Anthony knows, is that broken funnel, that break-even funnel creates customers. And if we do it right, it creates fans, people who love what we do. And then we offer them the next product, the next service, the next thing we have. They jump on that. And all the money you make from that is pure profit. Then I showed you guys literally how to get the best salesperson on planet Earth, you, or one of your salespeople on your sales team, to close sales for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And the coolest thing about that person is they never complain, never ask for a raise, and they never take a break. Okay, that all happens when you build a funnel inside of ClickFunnels. This is the secret sauce. This is the practical application of what we're talking about. And then the third thing I showed you guys is how to instantly flip on an almost unlimited stream of free traffic from your smartphone. Okay, now when you get these pieces together, you guys, this is the key. This is the concepts. This is what you're going to learn here inside the DotComSecrets book. Now, this doesn't go deeper. There's a whole bunch of other stuff. I can't wait for you to get that. But right here, while we're sitting here today, I want you to get started on your journey. Okay? I don't want you to wait for next week, because right now we're at the peak excitement, right? You understand this. You're starting to see the pieces. I'm sure for some of you guys, it's still kind of fuzzy. You don't understand, or maybe you don't understand how this is going to work for your business yet, and that's okay. You will. But for right now, I want to get you guys to start running today. I want to get you to start moving forward. So what I did is actually create something really special for you guys, because this is where we are right now. You've come into my world, and hopefully you've had a good experience so far. When you get the book, when you read it, it's going to blow your mind. I promise you that. And now what I want to do is, my goal as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, to look at you as my newest customer, like, how can I serve you the most? Like, what can I give you to help you to be successful? Like, that's always a question that's going on in my head. You're a customer here, you got the book, you've got some initial training. The next thing I have to offer, the next thing that I know that you need in your journey to be successful as an entrepreneur is ClickFunnels. Okay, it is the key to unlocking all this other stuff we talked about. Okay, it's when you read the DotComSecrets book, you're going to master and understand funnels. But how do you build it? There's two ways. One is to go hire developers and programmers and designers and a whole bunch of stuff. That's the expensive way that I used to do it in the past. So the key is to use a tool called ClickFunnels. So I've got a question for you right now. Is it okay if I spend about 5 or 10 minutes really quickly going over a special offer I created for you to get you from here to the next level here in our value ladder, where you can actually get ClickFunnels for free for the next 6 months, as well as all of the tools, the training, the other software you need to be successful here with the DotComSecrets process. You guys okay if I spend a few minutes going over that? All right, cool. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to transition to some slides where I'm going to show you guys a special offer I created for you called Funnel Builder Secrets. All right, so let me show you everything you get access to when you invest in Funnel Builder Secrets today. So the very first thing you're going to get, I told you guys this earlier, I'm going to give you access to ClickFunnels for free for the next 6 months. That means no monthly payments, no nothing. For 6 months, you can just build as many funnels as you want. How many of you guys want that for free right now? Okay, now not only that, if you take action today before you leave this page, I'm also going to give you 2 other software tools I did not have a chance to talk about yet that are just as powerful as ClickFunnels, if not more. One's called Backpack and one's called Actionetics. Backpack lets you run affiliate programs, and Actionetics runs all your email, your text message autoresponders, all of that. So I'm going to give you access to all these things for free for the next 6 months when you get started today. Okay? Now, when you have your ClickFunnels account, here's what you're going to be able to do. Inside your account, you can create up to 70 funnels, have 20,000 contacts, 100,000 monthly visitors, and a whole bunch more. Now, with your ClickFunnels account, you're going to be able to create a whole bunch of really cool things. If you're trying to generate leads, you're going to be able to opt-in funnels to generate leads and to build an email list. If you're selling products, you have sales funnels. You can build sales funnels to sell your products, have one-click upsells and downsells and more. You can have webinar funnels. You can build automated webinar funnels. You can have product launch funnels, membership sites, and a whole bunch more. But not only are you going to be able to create all those amazing types of funnels, you're also going to be able to get rid of a bunch of stuff. Now, our average ClickFunnels member right now saves over $1,000 a month the second they start using ClickFunnels because of all the stuff they can get rid of. For example, how many of you guys right now are using using some type of landing page software. Okay, now our biggest competitor right now, they have landing page software that you can't drag and drop things. Okay, it doesn't work, and they charge the same monthly fees as we do. Okay, so if you're using any other type of landing page software on planet Earth, you can cancel your account, and that'll probably cover all the costs for ClickFunnels for forever. Okay, so you can cancel your landing page software. If you have any split testing software, you can get rid of your split testing software. You can get rid of your shopping carts. Okay, if you're using some other shopping cart, you can get rid of it because ClickFunnels has its own built-in shopping cart. Or if you have a shopping cart you love, we probably already integrate with it, and you can bring it into ClickFunnels as well. Same thing is true with email autoresponders. If you have an email autoresponder you love, we probably integrate with it. But if you don't, get rid of it because ActionX will send your emails as part of what you are getting today, okay? You get rid of your text message autoresponders, your automated webinar software, your affiliate software, your membership site software. You can delete Photoshop, you can get rid of WordPress, you can cancel your website hosting. Some of you guys, that's gonna save thousands of dollars a month. You can fire your programmers, fire your designers, get rid of your webmasters, and a whole bunch more. Okay? Now, like I said, the average ClickFunnels member saves over $1,000 a month the second they start using this. ClickFunnels should never cost you anything. This is a free tool because of all the stuff you can actually get rid of the second you start using it. Okay? Now, if you want to try to piecemeal this together, like, oh, well, Russell, I have other tools I can use to try to get what you're giving me for free. These are all the tools you would have to use to get just a portion of what you're getting for free for the next 6 months inside of ClickFunnels. Okay? So you can spend all that money or just use what I'm giving you for free for the next 6 months. Okay? Is it okay if I over-deliver? I just want to make sure you guys understand, I'm trying to take all the burden off of you so you can just focus on selling your products and services because that's what business is all about. Okay? So like I said, first thing you're gonna get 6 months of ClickFunnels for free, and if you take action on this page, before this video ends, down below, we're also gonna give you Backpack and ActionX for free for the next 6 months. Okay? All right, now some of you guys are wondering, well, Russell, what if I already have a ClickFunnels account? I want to have it for free. What do I need to do? So if you already have a ClickFunnels account, don't worry. You're one of our members. We love you. We take care of you. Okay, so what we're going to do is we will take you, whatever account you have right now, we're going to upgrade your account to the full suite for 6 full months. We'll give you Backpack and ActionX for free as well. And you'll have no more monthly payments for 6 full months. So don't stress out. Just upgrade it down below, and everything else will take care of itself. Okay, so here's a recap of what you're going to get so far. When you take action on the link down below, you can get 6 months of ClickFunnels for free, a total value of $3,564 value. Okay, now the second thing you're going to get is what we call our Funnel Builder Secrets Masterclass. Now this is a 10-week masterclass that's going to give you or someone on your team everything they need to know how to build funnels. It's going to train you on the strategies, it's going to train you on how to actually do it. So by the time you're done with this, you will know exactly how to build funnels. That's not going to be something holding you back from success. Okay, now inside the Funnel Builder Secrets Masterclass, we're going to go over all the different types of funnels you can build. Now the coolest thing about this is it's not like a really intense training program where you're going to be stressed out and lost and everything. It's very simple. The first half of the training programs, we go over the strategy that you as the entrepreneur has to understand to be able to build a funnel. And the second half, we just log into ClickFunnels and we build that exact funnel. In fact, most times we'll give you access to the funnel we built, so you can just click a button, it adds it to your ClickFunnels account, and you can just change my logo for yours, change my video for yours, and you can build a funnel that fast. Okay, so you can watch those trainings, open up ClickFunnels, and build with me. And some of you guys are saying, well, Russell, that's cool, but I know I'm not going to build. I got a tech guy or tech gal that's going to build these things for me. If that's the case, don't worry. Let them have access to the training. I still think you should watch the strategy part so you understand as an entrepreneur what you need to do from a strategy standpoint, but then let them go in there and do all the building. Okay? And some of you guys, Russell, that's cool, but I don't have a tech guy or tech gal yet. So if you don't have a tech guy or tech gal, don't stress out about that either. What I'd recommend doing is get one of your kids, let them come on the training, and I will train your kids to become the most profitable employee on your team. Now, I'm slightly joking, but at the same time, I'm completely true. I've got twin boys that are 12, both have ClickFunnels accounts, and both build funnels. If I can teach my 12-year-old kids how to build funnels, I promise you, your kids can do it as well. Okay, so that's inside the Funnel Builder Secrets Masterclass. Now, I want to show you guys a couple of people who have had a chance to go through this so you know what's possible when you go through this training. The first here is Liz Benny. Now, Liz said, with our new funnel, which is a webinar funnel, this month we got 35 new clients at $997 each. Now that we have the funnel perfected, we're on track to get 100 new clients this month alone. Now, I'm not that good at math, but 100 clients at $997 is pretty crazy, don't you think? And some of you guys looking at it saying, Russell, she's making 100 grand in a month. There's no way I could do that. But I promise you, if you would ask Liz this 4 months ago before she launched this, if she thought it was possible, she wouldn't have believed you either. So you can't discount it. It's happening to people like you all the time. The next one I want to share with you is Mike Stanzik. Now, Mike was the greenest green newbie I've ever met. I know he had no idea what a funnel was before this. I'm pretty sure he didn't know much about online marketing at all. But he went through the system anyway, and he said, I've never had an actual funnel before ClickFunnels. I followed Russell's instructions. I set up a funnel, bought my first ad on my very first try, sold 8 people on my front end, and 2 people bought my $197 upsell. Isn't that amazing? Now, some of you guys looking at that saying, Russell made $400. Who cares? But listen to what he said. He said, on my first try. How many of you guys have been trying to do this internet marketing game for a while? What would have been worth you to be successful on your first try? Okay? Now, if you follow the Funnel Builder's Secrets process the way that we taught Mike, you can be just like him and you can be successful on your first try. Okay? Next, I want to share with you, this is Simon Cryer. Simon lives down in Australia, and I share this one because this totally illustrates what we talked about here. Okay? Simon said, I followed Russell's system, I found a funnel I liked, I modeled it, and on my very first test, we doubled over our ad spend. We put $1 in and get $2 back out. Okay, now whenever people come to me, they say, well, Russell, when my funnel's done, like, how much do I have to budget for advertising? So I always smile and I say, well, let me ask you a question. If you were to put in $1 in advertising on Monday and you get $2 back out on Tuesday, how much do you think you should budget for advertising? And they say, well, if I put $1 in on Monday and I get $2 back out on Tuesday, I want to put in $1 million a month. I say exactly, like when you have a funnel that works, you don't have an advertising budget. Your goal is how much money can I spend, because we get that money immediately back and at the same time we get customers. That's the secret to this whole business. Okay? And that's why Simon's works so well. I got one more I want to share with you. This is from Brandon and Kaylin Poland. These are some of the best success stories here inside of ClickFunnels. They got started about 2 years ago on the back of a business that kind of had failed, didn't have any money left in their bank, and they said, we're going to do this. And they went and they invested in this exact same program that you're investing in today. And I want you to hear their story for two reasons. Number one, I want you to hear the success story that happened because of it. On the second side, I want you to understand how they did it. A lot of people buy training programs and they go through and they study the whole thing and they try to implement it and they don't have success. With Brandon and Kaylin, what they did is they watched part of it, they paused it, they implemented it. Came back, pushed play, listened to it, paused it, implemented it. And on the backside, they have a business now that helps over 100,000 women a year to lose weight. So let's watch their video now.
What's up, Russell? Guys, my name is Brandon. This is my wife, Kaylin. And we just want to share real quick, literally 3 years ago, we were like to the end of ourselves. We had no money in our bank account. She was like, am I gonna be able to buy groceries?
Yeah.
And it was crazy. We were transitioning out of a past career, and we wanted to do something online. We wanted to take our passion for health and fitness and help people online, but we didn't know how to do it. And luckily, I met a friend through a crazy connection, ended up connecting with ClickFunnels, and we bought this thing. He had this webinar.
We spent the last money in our bank account, like legit.
Yeah.
The last money we had in our bank account.
And I didn't even want to push the button because I was too scared to buy it.
I had to force him to do it.
Yeah, and she did. So it's the best, literally the best thing that we ever did. We're literally sitting in the parking lot of, I think you can see it, of Wells Fargo right now, about to, no, it's so crazy. We're like literally about to buy our like dream vacation home at a lake, and it's just nuts. And so we've been able to help over 100,000 women with our program called Lady Boss, and we're just so excited. So literally what we did is we got Russell's thing, and I literally made us sit down in the living room, remember?
Yeah, and we had to stop the video like every 20 seconds. Every time Russell would say do something, we would pause the video. We had these huge whiteboards and we would map it all out, and it'd take us like 8 hours. And then we'd come back, we'd play the video, 30 seconds, he'd say to do something else, we'd pause it, we'd map it all out, take another 4 hours, and we just did that until it was done.
Yeah, so literally we knew nothing. Like the extent of my internet marketing experience 3 years ago when we signed up with Russell was, I think I could play video games and I could hook up a VCR, right? Like literally. And so we went from like that to like now helping over 100,000 people with our online business and using Russell and ClickFunnels and just taking his training. He literally just maps it out for you. It's like you just pause it, do this, okay, great. Next step, it's like going to school, except way better.
So thank you, Russell, and thank you, ClickFunnels. You're amazing.
Yeah, man, we appreciate it so much, and just do it. Please.
Do what Russell says.
Just do it. You invented that hashtag, by the way.
Hashtag.
Yeah. See you guys.
Isn't that amazing? 2 years ago, they were in the exact same spot that you're in right now. And they made the same decision that you're about to make. And for them, it was scary. They were nervous. They didn't know what to do or not to do, but they took that leap of faith. And we were there to catch them and help them have success. Okay? Now I want to stress that this process, this program, it works for all types of businesses, not just coaching businesses or people who write books. It works for authors, speakers, coaches, consultants. It works for people in e-commerce. It works for network or affiliate marketers. It works for professional services, retail, brick and mortar, business to business. It works for all types of businesses and all types of funnels. Now some of you guys are saying in your head, Russell, this is cool, but I don't have a product yet. I wish I did. I would love to do this, but I don't have a product yet. So if you don't have a product yet, I don't want that to ever be an excuse for you ever again. Okay? That holds so many people back. What they don't understand is that this process is going to help you to actually create your product. In fact, the very first training here inside the members area is going to show you guys how to actually create your very first product in a weekend. And if you don't want to create a product, that's okay, because we also teach you guys how to build a list and sell other people's products. In fact, we have members who make over $1 million a year who do not even have their own product. Okay, they build simple opt-in funnels, they build a list, and they sell other people's products and services, and they build huge businesses based on that. And so both those trainings are in the members area. So if you don't have a product, don't worry, that's why you need to get started today, because we're gonna show you how to get your product, how to build an email list, and how to get started if you're just getting started right now. Okay? So that can no longer be an excuse for you, because we're gonna show you exactly how to do that as well. Now on top of that, for those of you guys who are more advanced, I wanna throw in a really cool program that we just recently acquired access to, and it's called Funnel Hacking 201. This goes deep into how to figure out who are your competitors, where are they getting all of their traffic from, where is it coming, like how can I get the exact same traffic that they have coming to my pages, why is their offer working, what is it? Okay, in Funnel Hacking 201, we also nicknamed the Spy for Profit. It shows you exactly how to look in on the competitors, the people in your market who are making the most money, reverse engineer what they're doing so you can model it and have success as well. Now this again is more advanced training, but it's gonna help you to take your business from wherever you are today to where you want it to be. I've seen people go through this process and go from 6 to 7 figures a year and from 7 to 8. And so this is in there for those of you guys who are more advanced and really want to cut your teeth and go deep on this. Okay? Is it okay if we over deliver? Okay, I'm throwing that one in just for the most advanced people here who I know are looking for more. All right. So here's a recap what you're gonna get. You're gonna get 6-month enterprise account to ClickFunnels for free. And if you take action right now, you get Backpack and Action X as well. Second thing you get is Funnel Builder Secrets Masterclass. You get the Funnel Hacking 201 Spy for Profit course. It's a total value of $7,558. So what else do you guys need to be successful? Okay, we put this program together because I want to make sure you have no excuses whatsoever to not be successful. Okay, there's no upsells or downsells afterwards. This is everything you guys need. So you have the funnel software, right? You have the funnel training. You have everything you need to know how to build funnels. What else do you guys need to be successful? Oh, what about more traffic? Okay, I shared with you guys one really powerful strategy to get traffic, but there's a lot of ways to get traffic into your funnels. So what we did is I have a friend, his name is John Reese, and he created a training course called Traffic Secrets a couple years ago. In fact, it was the very first course that ever made $1 million in a day. And recently, John updated the entire training course with over 125 different online traffic sources. And I actually bought a copy and I looked at it, I said, this is so good. All of my members need this. They need access to this because so many people get stuck in like, how do I get traffic? How do I get people into it? So I called John up and we actually ended up acquiring the entire company for him. I spent almost $1 million so I can give access to this to you for free. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna get lifetime access to the Traffic Secrets members area. It's gonna show you guys over 125 ways to get traffic. Now, what I want you to do is don't do all 125 at once, okay? Do this one first. When it's working, then go and find the second one, and then a third one, and kind of layer those things in to help grow and scale your company, okay? So you're gonna get access to the Traffic Secrets training course as well when you invest in Funnel Builder Secrets program today. So again, here's another recap what you can get. 6-month enterprise account to ClickFunnels, Funnel Builder Secrets Masterclass, Funnel Hacking 201 Spy for Profit, the Traffic Secrets training course. And I got one last thing I want to give you guys. This is the tool that we created for our ClickFunnels members. We sell this right now for $500 a year. We have thousands of people that do this, but I know that this is one of the tools that has helped so many people make money inside of ClickFunnels. I wanted you to have access to it, and it's called Funnel Scripts, okay? The hardest part about making a funnel work is all of the words on the pages, the headlines, we call it copy, the bullet points, the emails, the ads, like all that stuff. How do you write the copy? Okay, you can hire a really, really expensive copywriter, which I've done in the past. In fact, I spent over $25,000 for a single sales letter. Or you can use Funnel Scripts. The way Funnel Scripts works is you log into the software, and on the left-hand side are all the different scripts inside your business, like upsell scripts, webinar scripts, ad scripts, email scripts. You pick which script you want off the left-hand side. So for this example, I'm gonna pick the headline script. Then you go right here, and you scroll down, and there's a couple of blanks. You fill in blanks. It's going to ask you questions about your audience and what your keywords are and what your topics and the results you give. You fill that out. You click on this build button, and instantly it'll build hundreds and hundreds of the highest converting, proven headlines in the world with your product, your service weaved into it. You can look at it, find the best one, copy and paste it into your funnel, and that fast, all the copy is done in your funnels. Now again, you can use Funnel Scripts for your headlines, for your ads, your Facebook ads, your Google ads. You can use it for your videos, for your webinars, for your email sequences. All the copy in all of your funnels, everything you need here is inside of Funnel Scripts. Now when you get the DotComSecrets book, in here I actually share all of my sales scripts, the Who, What, Why, How script, the Star Story Solution script. All these scripts are inside the book here, but when you log into Funnel Scripts, we took all the scripts from this book, you literally fill in the blanks, you click a button, and boom, it pops out the entire script for you, and you have it that fast, okay? This is a tool, again, that we sell for $500 a year right now, and I'm gonna give you guys access for free for the next 12 months when you invest today. Now, some of you guys are freaking out saying, Russell, I already have funnel scripts. I'm already paying $500 a month. What should I do? Like, you're freaking out, right? If that's you, don't stress about that at all. You're our customer. We want to take care of you. So what we're going to do is we're going to take wherever you are right now, and we're going to push out your billing for an entire 12 months if you already have funnel scripts. That way you don't have to have any new payments for 12 months. Is it okay if we over-deliver? All right, cool. Just want to double check and make sure you guys are okay with that. All right. So here's one last recap of everything you're gonna get today. You get the 6-month enterprise account and ClickFunnels for free. When you take action today, you also get Backpack and Action Eggs. You get the Funnel Builder Secrets Masterclass, Funnel Hacking 201 Spy for Profit, the Traffic Secrets Training Course, Funnel Scripts for 12 months, total value of $11,552. Now, obviously, I'm not going to charge you guys $11,550 for all this stuff, although I believe it's worth it. But I do have a question for you. Let's say I did charge $11,552, and if all that this training program did was finally give you a funnel that was profitable, a funnel where you could put $1 advertising in and get $2 back out, would it be worth it? Heck yeah, it would be. It's like an ATM machine where you slide in $1, $2 pop back out. That's worth a lot more than $11,552. In fact, I spend more than that on almost every single funnel I create because I know the value of just one funnel that works. Okay? Now, another question. If all that this did was to help you to share your message with more people, would it be worth the $11,552? Yeah, I spend more than $11,000 a day right now on Facebook ads trying to get my message out to more people. So this is worth way more than that. My last question for you is, if all that this did was finally give you the ability to cancel all the monthly tools that you're currently using to glue together your funnels, would it be worth it? Yeah, I told you before, the average ClickFunnels member saves over $1,000 a month the second they start using ClickFunnels. That's $12,000 a year. Okay, so it's worth way more than $11,552 I'm asking you guys today. So as we were pricing this, we kind of had two options and two ways we could go about this. The first option was go as cheap as possible and try to sell as many of these things as we can. But the problem with that is it doesn't really incentivize me to stack on the value for you. In fact, 3 years ago when we launched ClickFunnels, since then we've had over 37 people who've launched the next ClickFunnels killer. And it's always the little software apps they come out with. And what makes me laugh every single time is they come in like $100, lifetime access to our new funnel builder. And they sell a whole bunch of them, then guess what happens? They don't have the resources to support it, and every one of these companies has gone under. If you're building on a foundation like that, it's a really scary place to be. Okay? Right now, we spend over $250,000 a month just in programmers to make ClickFunnels better and better for you every single day, and you don't pay for any of that. Okay? We built infrastructure of over 100 people full-time to do customer support to make sure that when you have questions, you get answers quickly. Okay? So because of that, because we didn't want to cheap out, because we want to give you a home where you could actually build your entire company and build your business on it, knowing that we're not disappearing, we're not going away, but we're here to serve you today, tomorrow, and for forever. Because of that, we went with the second option, which requires a little bit higher investment on your side. But the cool thing is it gives me the ability to devote more resources to help guarantee your success. So obviously we went with the second option. And so my question for you before I share exactly the price is going to be, I'm curious, what do you think in your company right now? You know your company better than I do. For your company, what would one funnel be worth for you? Okay? Like what would that make? Would that make you an extra $5,000 a month, an extra $10,000 a month or more? Like what would that make in your business? Now if you know that number in your head, think about it. Okay, if I had a funnel, I'm sure I could make an extra 10 grand a month. My next question for you is like, what would you pay to get that one funnel? If you had a funnel that's making you 10 grand a month, 100 grand, 120 grand a year, like what would you pay for that funnel? How much would you pay for that one perfect funnel? Now, if you wanted to hire me to build your funnel for you, and I don't do that very publicly anymore. I've done for people like Marcus Lemonis, for Tony Robbins. I charge $250,000 to build a single funnel, plus I get royalties on that funnel for the rest of the life of that funnel, for as long as it lives. Okay? So most people can't afford that, and I totally understand, but you can see the value behind one simple funnel. That's what people are paying right now, okay? So because of that, you can see why this is a screaming deal with $11,552 that it's worth, okay? Soon it's gonna be $4,997 for the general public, but because you guys are here today, because you are my newest customer, because you invested in the DotComSecrets book, I wanna make you guys a very special offer to make sure you have success. What we decided to do, you get access to everything we talked about today for just one payment in $1997. Now, I wanna put this in perspective. If you were to try to go to ClickFunnels right now and get access to ClickFunnels Backpack and Action Eggs for the next 6 months, the same one you're getting for free for the next 6 months, it literally is going to cost you $297 a month. You see it right here on the page. Okay, and right now we have over 12,000 ClickFunnels members who are currently paying that. So it's not something I made up out of the blue. This is the true thing. Okay, and you're getting that for free for the next 6 months. So right now you kind of got two choices. Your first option is don't do anything and not take this leap of faith, which by the way is 100% risk-free, and you can go on your daily life without ClickFunnels and try to figure this stuff out on your own. Or second option is just pony up the small little investment today compared to all the value you can get in return and just give it a shot. Just see if this will work for your business. If it doesn't, we have a philosophy here in our company where if I can't make you money, then I don't deserve yours. And I stand behind that. So what that means is you can go get started today, and we have a guarantee for full 30 days. You can go and you can create your first funnel, create your second funnel, make a third funnel, make 1,000 funnels, make funnels for your friends, make funnels for your family members. I don't care what it is. Do as many as you want. And in 30 days from now, let me know if it works for you. If it doesn't, I'll give you your money back. But if it does, now you have a funnel that's going to give you free customers for the rest of your life. Does that make sense? Okay, so the way the 30-day money back guarantee works is you sign up today, and if for any reason at all you don't like it, I don't care if it's 29 days, 23 hours, 59 minutes from right now, just let me know and we'll give you your money back. But don't make that decision today. You don't need to decide today, like, is this going to work? Do I need it? Like, decide in 30 days from now. Just take that leap of faith and try it out, and then 30 days from now, let me know if it works. If it doesn't, we'll give you money back. If it does, it will literally transform your business forever. And that's the key, okay? So the real question for you is this. Is it worth gambling just a few minutes of your time to check this out, which even if it only does half of what I've claimed about in today's training, will literally pay for itself the second your very first funnel is live. So here's one last recap of everything you're gonna get. Okay, you can get a 6-month enterprise account on ClickFunnels for free. When you sign up today on this page, you're also getting Backpack and Action X for free for the next 6 months. Next, you get the Funnel Builder Secrets Masterclass. You get the Funnel Hacking 201 Spy for Profit, the Traffic Secrets Training Course, the Funnel Script Software for 12 months, total value of $11,552. Plus, I got one last thing I want to show you guys. I got some fast action bonuses for those who get started while we're on this page. When you close this page out, this offer disappears, so it's important to do it right now. So the first fast action bonus when you sign up is, I told you before, there are full suite members. Inside their ClickFunnels account, they can have up to 70 funnels, 20,000 contacts, 100,000 monthly visitors and more. What I'm going to do for those who get started right now is I'm actually going to upgrade your account to the highest level. Okay, this is our unlimited account when you sign up. Inside your unlimited account, I'm not just going to double how many funnels you get. I'm going to give you unlimited funnels. That means you can literally make 10,000 funnels. You can make 1,000,000 funnels. We're not going to charge you anymore. Okay, I'm going to give you up to 100,000 unique contacts inside your account. We're not just going to give you double traffic. We're going to give you unlimited traffic. It means you can send 1,000,000 people a day into your ClickFunnels funnels, and it's not going to cost you anything else. Okay? Try doing that to your current web host. I promise you, they will increase your rates dramatically. But I'm going to eat those costs for you because I want to make sure you guys get access to the unlimited account. Plus, my priority support guys will have your back. That means, let's say it's 2 in the morning. You can't figure out how to do a funnel. You can't how to integrate your favorite autoresponder or whatever. Let my support team knows. They will see you one of our priority members. A lot of times they'll just log into your account and do it. Sometimes make you a video. They'll show you exactly how to do it. But just know that my priority support guys will have your back. Total value of this is completely priceless, which is why I can't do it forever. But it's available right here, right now on this page. If you close this page out, this offer disappears. You lose out on these special bonuses here. So now is the time to make the decision, okay? And I got one other bonus for you guys. After you get your ClickFunnels account, I don't want you to get lost. And so what I'm gonna do is we have a really cool program called ClickStart. And typically people pay a whole bunch of money to have access to a ClickStart coach to walk them through getting their account set up, getting all the integrations. But what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna give you one free call with one of my ClickStart coaches for free. So after you sign up for ClickFunnels, literally you can schedule a call by tomorrow. You can be on the phone with somebody and they can show you how to get this all set up for your specific business, okay? Now this is the real thing. We got 2 full-time ClickStart coaches in our office. This is on a first-come, first-served basis. That means if you sign up right now, you may be able to get in tomorrow or the next day. If you wait for a little bit, who knows when you're going to be able to get in line. And so make sure you take access to this because the ClickStart coaches are amazing. And I can't tell you how much more success you'll have having someone kind of hold your hand and make sure you get this set up right the very first time. Okay? So here's one last recap what you're going to get. You get a 6-month enterprise account, ClickFunnels, Funnel Builder Secrets Masterclass, Funnel Hacking 201 Spy for Profit, the Traffic Secrets Training Course, Funnel Script Software for 12 months, total value of $11,552. You get everything for just one payment, $19.97 today, and all you gotta do is click on the button down below. And while you guys are kind of thinking about this, what I wanna do is I have a bunch of our ClickFunnels members who have had success with ClickFunnels. People who a year ago, a year and a half ago, 6 months ago, were in the exact same spot that you're in today. And they saw a presentation like this. They heard me talk about how great ClickFunnels was, and they were nervous. A lot of them didn't have the money they needed to invest. Like, do I do this? Do I not do this? But they understood this is a business, okay? And most businesses require insane amounts of startup capital. If you're starting a franchise, it's hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you're starting an e-commerce business, you gotta buy the products. You gotta get them from China. If you're starting any other type of business, it's expensive. For this type of business, your total investment is $19.97. This gives you all the tools, the training, the software, everything you need to be successful. Okay, you don't have other purchases you need. Like, this is all you need to be able to grow your company. And so they were in the exact same situation you were, and they were nervous, and they were scared, and they were afraid. And so I asked them, I said, do you guys mind jumping on and just sharing with everybody your experiences? Like, what happened when you took that leap of faith? Was I there to catch you? Was our team there to catch you? And what's happened since then? What's happened a month from now, 6 months from now, a year from now? And you will see how these people's lives have been completely transformed because of this process, this tool, this software, the same program that you're gonna be investing in today. So I'm gonna jump over there really quick and I'm gonna interview them. I love you listen in, listen behind the scenes, listen to their stories, because when you hear it, You understand that their stories are just your stories. They're just a little bit in front of you. And if you follow their process, you can be in the same spot that they are this time next year. Okay, so let's jump in right now, and I want you to hear their stories. And as you're listening, just think about yourself. Where do you want to be in a year from now? Visualize that. Like, what's that look like for you? Because I promise you, if you follow this process, you can have success just like they did.
What's going on? Let's get some energy now. Woo!
I'm so excited.
All right, what can we tell this audience of yours?
Well, I showed off both Trey and Dana. I showed both of you guys off in the presentation. So obviously it's using ClickFunnels. Obviously you love it. I'd love to hear just your opinion on ClickFunnels, your experience so far as a customer, and what you think everybody should do.
Oh man, Chizo. Like, obviously get ClickFunnels, obviously get this package because you get ClickFunnels for free. Like, that's just insane in the membrane right there. It's changed my life. It's changed my business. We've been using ClickFunnels for 4 years now, I believe. And Todd Dickerson was nice enough to tell me like I was like one of the first 100 signups of ClickFunnels, which I thought was really cool. And dude, it's literally took our business to quantum leaps of levels, to say the least, because we've had so many breakthroughs just by using ClickFunnels. It's amazing. Like, it's made us so much money. It's retarded.
And one thing, I don't know if everybody knows this or not, but Trey currently has the record for the highest grossing funnel in ClickFunnels. I know everybody else on this panel is gunning for him though right now. It's super echoey on my side. Is that echoey for you guys?
You sound fantastic.
All right, cool. Let's keep going then. Very cool. So how many so when Trey got started, one thing he told me is like, I'm going to try to launch a new funnel every single week till one of these things takes off. And you did. And then how many did it take you for like you had the one funnel that just like blew up for yourself?
I would say that was probably our 12th funnel or our 20th. It's probably in there. 12th to 20th funnel was probably
somewhere in that range.
I don't know.
That's I see some people who like, they try one funnel, like, oh, I tried, but nothing happened. And they just like give up. It's like, no, like try again and then try again. And like the first time you do it, it's going to suck. But if you keep doing it, eventually you'll get a little bit better and a little bit better. And then eventually it'll actually be awesome. And it's insane when you have one that hits, how fast it can go and how it can just like change your life overnight.
You were the person to tell us that, man. And
I lost the audio.
Because that was absolutely awesome. You know, we had a funnel, and I was like telling you, I was like, man, we're using Facebook right now, and we want to take it past that. And you started saying, well, this is what you need to do. Here's the conversion stuff and tweaks you need to make. And dude, if we didn't have ClickFunnels, it would have taken a developer. It would have took somebody who knows HTML code, which I definitely don't know, and probably someone just to monitor it to make sure their servers are up and running. With ClickFunnels, like, we've been able to push traffic and spike traffic, and there's been no delay. There's been no like, oh, your site's down. Like, that's what's been so amazing with it is if you do have a scalable offer, when you create one through ClickFunnels, like, you don't have to worry about traffic bogging down the system because you guys on your end are making sure everything's running efficiently. And I just have to worry about it's a good offer or not. Like, that's what I love about ClickFunnels.
That's so awesome. Thanks, Trey, for showing up. So, Dana, what's your opinion? You've been using ClickFunnels now for a long time as well. And you were there the day we figured out that every single funnel, if you used all the things, increases your conversion so high. So curious your thoughts on everything.
Well, first, for those that don't know me, I'm a goat farmer. And if I can use ClickFunnels, you can use ClickFunnels. And the thing that I guess, like, I just want all of you who are on the fence to just think about is, number one, like, Russell gives you 6 months of figuring out. So like Trey, it took him like 10 funnels to do it. So you have 6 months to just figure this crap out. And guess what? It's not going to work like right away, maybe like it didn't for Trey, but it was worth it, right?
Oh gosh. Yeah,
so
absolutely.
That's number one. And then number two, like, dude, it has changed my life in so many ways because like I have gone from being like a no-name just goat farmer for real to becoming like, I flew out to work with Trey. I flew out to work with Russell. We found out that amazing statistic when I was out there. And I'm now connected to these amazing people. So even if it's not software, like, it's a lifestyle. It's a group of amazing people that you're really buying into. That's what it really is.
That's so awesome. Well, very cool. Well, thanks you guys for sharing your story. We got a lot of people, but I want to talk to everyone, but thank you guys so much. And I wish we were all hanging out again. Very cool.
See ya.
All right. Thanks, guys. So who's up next? Who is it?
Hello, it's me. I'm up.
What's up, Julie?
Hey.
All right, Julie is up next, and Julie's been to Boise now like 3 times this year, hanging out, talking about ClickFunnels, and I'm excited to hear kind of your experience and your story with ClickFunnels so far.
Yeah, so I was one of those people that was scared to death to start. I built a funnel and I just sat on it for like 3 months because I was like, this isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work. And I remember turning it on and I was making pretty good money. I was a web designer, service provider. I was making $10,000-$20,000 a month, and I finally got the nerve to turn my funnel on. And within 3 months, I had hit $90,000 a month. And I couldn't believe you were right. I was like, that worked. And so since then, my whole life is ClickFunnels. I'm actually one of the few people that is making a full-time living just as an affiliate for ClickFunnels, in addition to all the money that I'm making from my own products and services. So when Russell says that ClickFunnels, you should never have to pay for ClickFunnels, I can't tell you, every time I sink money into this company and into Russell, it comes back to me 10 times over. So I don't know what else to say except get off the fence.
That's so awesome. And you've helped a whole bunch of like stay-at-home moms and stuff use ClickFunnels as well to launch businesses and stuff as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, I had a client, I helped build her funnel. She teaches proofreading, okay? So like, and not just regular proofreading, but like proofreading for court reporters. And we built her funnel and she made $1 million in 8 months.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I just had another client. She's a web designer. She's like, Julie, I'm so full. I can't take any more web clients. How do I create some passive income? I said, you know what? Let's just put together a couple products, really low cost, $27 for a brand course. And she turned her funnel on 4 weeks ago, and she's like, I just cleared $10,000. You know, so she's putting about $200 a day into her funnel and reaping about 1,000 out.
It's like an ATM machine. Just plug it in.
It is. It's ridiculous.
That's so cool. So anyone who's thinking about like, should I get this? Should I not get this? Like, what would you tell them?
I would say get off the fence and go all in. Like, put some skin in the game. Be a little afraid and learn everything you possibly can, because it's not a matter of if it'll work, it's a matter of when it'll work. And if you commit to really understanding the kind of offers that people want, it will work. It's just a matter of how long you're willing to stick in the game. So I would just say go all in. Go all in.
That's awesome. Thank you. So those of you ready to go all in, go to clickfunnels.com/start. And that's where you can get started up right now. So thank you, Julie, so much for hanging out. I appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
No worries. All right, who is up next?
I'm up next.
Rachel's up next. How's it going, Rachel?
So good. So I'm actually at an airport waiting to go home. I just had my first live event and it was crazy. We had 60 people. It was so fun that we were laughing. We were crying a lot. Imagine that with me. And we were laughing so hard that we were crying, but it was a blast.
Oh, that's so awesome. Very cool. So how long have you been using ClickFunnels now inside of your business?
So I actually just went into the ClickFunnels group the other day. Can you guys hear me okay, even though I'm in a noisy airport? Okay. So I just went into the ClickFunnels group the other day and I searched for my name and I was like, okay, I want to see when I started because I couldn't remember. And if you are like, okay, all these people are lying, they've been using this for years, blah, 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 they've always been successful, I challenge you to do this. So I typed in my name and I found my first time where I said, is ClickFunnels really better than lead pages in that group? Because up until that point, I had been using lead pages. I don't know if I can say that for like copyright purposes. I think I can, but
you already did.
I just did. So I was using lead pages and I remember I was actually sitting up late trying to figure out how I was going to launch this little membership site that I wanted. And the reason that I switched to ClickFunnels was really simple. And it was just because they didn't have a one-click payment integration system for lead pages. But I remember like my heart was beating through my chest. I couldn't afford $97 a month. I was like, oh my gosh, I hope I get 3 people into my membership program because otherwise this isn't worth it. I had failed course launches before that. And now today we have, I think, 660 people in my membership program. But that was just in, thanks guys, it was in April of 2016. So I've been using it for just over a year, about a year and a half now.
Oh, that's so cool. So for those who are sitting here watching this webinar and like, should I do this? Should I not do it? What would you tell them?
Do it. Your heart might be beating through your chest, but even like Julie said, get a couple of people and teach them how to use it and let ClickFunnels pay for itself, or secure a client, make it work, sell just a couple of copies of your course, whatever it is that you have. You only need to sell a little bit to make it worth it. And now you just paid for the system that you can use to leverage yourself to millions of dollars, like many of us on this webinar have done.
So cool. Well, thanks for hanging out with us today. Travel home safely. Congrats on your event. That's so cool. So for any of you guys who are looking for the URL again, go to clickfunnels.com/start. Get started because these bonuses and the cool t-shirts and the unlimited accounts are not going to be there forever, but they are there right now. So it's time to go. All right, who's up next? Alex Hermosi. Oh, you're muted.
I got it. We're good. What's up?
How's it going, man?
I'm good. I'm at my in-laws' house right now, so I'm here with my wife, Layla.
What's up, Russell?
Oh, thank you guys so much for jumping on. I super appreciate it.
No, 100%.
Now, what's cool about this, I wanted to share a story because I got a lot of people during the webinar who are like, well, this isn't going to work for my business. I got this kind of thing. So when you started, you guys had gyms.
Yeah.
And I'll talk about that and then also the progression from there.
So I went from having a website that didn't do anything for me at my gym, and I didn't know how to work it. And every time I had this, I had my tech guy, and I hated calling him because he would always charge me like $250 every time. So then I would try and go in there, and then the whole thing would break, and I was like, it was so frustrating. And so then on one day, I was like, I'm signing up for ClickFunnels, I'm going all in because this smart marketing dude in the fitness world was like, you should check out ClickFunnels. So I was like, all right, I'll check it out. And so I was like, I have to figure this out. So I sat down. I was like, all of Sunday, I'm not leaving this room, not going to the bathroom. I can't drink, I can't eat until I figure out what a funnel is and how I can make one. And I ended up being able to. My first funnel went live 4 hours after I made my account, and so we were able to capture leads the next day. So I mean, it wasn't any upsells. It was nothing fancy, but we got it live within 4 hours, and it was getting leads for us within 24.
That's crazy. Now, you had 3 of your own gyms, but then you've helped other gym owners through this process. How many guys have you launched since then?
So we had 6 gyms, and then we sold those, and now since then we've launched over 300 340 as of today.
It's insane.
Yeah. So it's been working. I was just going to say, it's worked for us as when we were gym owners, it worked for us to get customers as a local business, brick and mortar. And it's also helped us work as a coach for gym owners. And so it's helped in both ways because funnels work, funnels are like air, was it planes always fly, marketing always works. Yeah. So funnels always work no matter where you're at. It's just like air, you just have to get the plane right, but it'll always fly if you have the right physics behind it. So funnels always work no matter where you're at.
So cool. Man, thank you so much for coming on and sharing your guys' stories. It's so much fun watching how much your business has exploded. The gym lords.
Awesome. Thanks so much. We appreciate you.
Hey, for anyone who's sitting there should we do this? What are your thoughts for them?
We went from 0 to just a lot in a month, within 6 months, switching everything over, absolutely do it. It'll change your life. This will be the day that you get to think back. Some people are like, oh, I always remember where I was at 9/11. I know where I was when JFK got shot. You'll be able to think back. I remember when I signed up for that webinar, I wasn't sure. And I'm so glad I did because my life changed that day.
So cool.
I remember where I was.
You guys ready for your life to change? clickfunnels.com/start. Get your account started ASAP. Thanks, Alex. Thanks, Lana, for hanging out. Appreciate you guys. All right. Up next is Allison Prince.
Can you hear me?
How's it going, Allison?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
Thanks for coming and hanging out today.
Yeah. Thanks for letting me. This is awesome. These people are so inspiring. This is I'm in ClickFunnels and listening to their stories gets me re-motivated. I love it. Love it. Love it.
So you just found out about ClickFunnels this year. It hasn't even been that long, right?
No, in January is when I first found out who Russell Brunson was. I had no clue. And a week and a half later, signed up for ClickFunnels, went all in. And within 6 weeks, I had made more in one of my businesses off using ClickFunnels than I did the entire year previously. It was amazing. It's this magical thing. I had so many pieces the previous year, and I wasn't able to serve my clients. And now that all the pieces are together, I'm not worried about broken technology. I'm not worried about this or that. I can truly focus on the people in my course now because everything's running, everything's automated. And it is seriously like, honestly, I know everybody keeps saying it changes your life. Like, I promise you, it's changed mine. Been the best business decision I've ever done in my entire life. Absolutely.
Cool. I love it. For anyone who's like, again, I know people watch the and we still have, looks like we still have like 1,800 people live. So there's 800 people sitting there going like, and they're waiting for like that push. Like, what push would you give them?
Like me, literally, like push it. Just do it. Just do it. You won't regret it. It's amazing. It really is life-changing.
That's so awesome. Thanks for coming on and sharing your story. For you guys who are ready, go to clickfunnels.com/start to get the special offer we talked about today. It's amazing. All right. Thanks, Allison. Okay. Who's next? All right. Brian.
Can you hear me all right?
I can hear you. How's it going, man?
What's going on, guys? These are like my favorite people in the world here. So anyway, I'm just geeking out. It's awesome. It's actually crazy to be on this side because it wasn't that long ago. I was on the other side, like just like Rachel was saying, like, should I do it? And our story is a little bit different. It was like out of pure necessity, like why we even got involved with ClickFunnels. So
I want to hear that story. Can you tell me?
Can I tell you? Yeah. So our primary business was actually selling on Amazon. Like we were selling like millions of dollars in product. And I like literally, I still remember it like yesterday. Anybody who sells on Amazon has the app on their phone and they check it every day. The first thing they do when they wake up, they're like, oh, let me see how sales are going. It was a Tuesday morning and it seemed like a little odd. Like the numbers weren't quite what I was used to. And I was like, all right, that's weird, but whatever, it's Tuesday, maybe, it's a slump in sales, but there's like this immediate, like in the back of everyone who sells on Amazon, there's this like concern, like, what if things get shut down, right? And sure enough, like my heart starts pounding. I go to the computer, I go on, like log into my account, and our number one listing, which like produced over half of our sales, was blocked, like totally shut down. Then our account got shut down. It was all these problems. That's when we realized like we don't have like a real business. Like we don't have a way to communicate with our customers. Like we think we're building this empire on Amazon, but we weren't. So like I had just over 72,000 in product that was sitting there in a warehouse that needed to move. I had no money coming in. I had more product coming in from overseas. So like for me, it was, how do I just break even? Like, how do I just get my money back? Like just sell this product and start getting some of my capital back to reinvest. And that's kind of where it started. So we were able to get that sorted out. And I mean, for us, it was like, that was it. That was my job. I wasn't doing anything else. So I had quit my corporate job and all that. But then like, it was weird because I never thought I would like help people, like train them or do anything like that. I just had my e-commerce business and I was happy. But then I kind of started taking on a few like clients and coaching them through the process and teaching them about like the importance of building up their customer list and all that. And bonding with their customers, building a community, not just having a commodity that you sell on a marketplace. And yeah, like that, in that process, it was like one of the most painful things I had been through, but it was the biggest blessing because I found like what I think is my true calling, which is like really helping people, other sellers who were kind of in the same position I was in that don't even realize it, to diversify and build their own sandbox. And it's all because of ClickFunnels. Like ClickFunnels is like the centerpiece of all of it. Because it's what allows us to start that relationship with the customer. Because that's what it's about. At the end of the day, like we are trying to make money, we're trying to sell product, but it's the beginning of a relationship. And ClickFunnels just allows us to do that.
So awesome. I love it. I can't tell you how many stories I know of like people that sold on Amazon or other places like that, and it disappears overnight. And it's just nice to be able to have a place you can go that's consistent. You're not going to lose. And yeah, super inspiring story, man. Thanks so much for sharing.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for everything you do, man.
So for anyone, again, of the 1,800 people who are still waiting here, I want you to give them a push. What would you do, Brian? What do you tell them?
So I think everyone has said the same thing. It's like, you're not sure. Like the biggest thing I keep saying is people are like, but what about my business? But what about that business? Like, please listen to me. Literally every single business can use ClickFunnels. This is how I describe it to people. It's the difference between just going to like a mass store where if you sell a service, if you sell anything, you have a product, there's probably a mass place someone can buy it, and there's like a curated personal shopper way of buying it, right? And it always is a better experience when you have like a personal shopper. So if you sell anything, it's always better to sell it through a funnel. Like that's all I can say. And nothing makes it easier than ClickFunnels. So if you're nervous about it, like Rachel said, and like Julie maybe mentioned as well, just do it. It's literally risk-free. Like I think this offer has just gotten better. So just do it.
It's okay if you over-deliver. That's awesome, man. Thanks so much. Yeah, it's funny. People I hear all the time that are like, well, will funnels work for my business? And I always kind of joke. I'm like, well, it only works if your business needs customers or leads. So I think that's every business.
It only works if you're trying to collect money. Like that's the only way it works. So
that's awesome. Thanks, Brian, man, for sharing. I appreciate you. And for those who are ready to start, go to clickfunnels.com/start. The fast bonuses are going away already. People are like waving to me. So now's the time to go, guys. clickfunnels.com/start. All right, up next, I think is Anissa. Let's see. I think you're muted. Are we able to unmute you? There you go.
There we are. How are you?
Doing amazing. How have you been?
I have been really, really awesome. To be honest, I've been really, really good. Last week was phenomenal. So thanks to ClickFunnels.
You had a new record-setting week for your funnels, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So last week we actually made like about $80,000 in 1 week, which is completely crazy. And I mean, you're talking about people that are in different industries. Guess what I do for a living? My first job. Yeah. So absolutely. So I'm actually a dentist, right? So, people are coming on, sharing their stories. And for me, I found ClickFunnels actually, I wrote a book, I had a podcast, and people started to ask me to teach them how I was getting patients from Facebook marketing. And so I was trying to figure out like, how can I find a platform to actually sell my course, like to house my course, right? And so I found out about ClickFunnels. But it's so funny because like that happened actually last year. And when I was researching it, like I didn't even know what the word funnel meant. Like, like I didn't even know what a funnel was. It was so crazy. But I actually taught myself, again, I am not, or was not, an internet marketer or anything like that. I was a dentist, and I figured out the software, which means that it was really, really easy. And actually my first course that I sold, the very first online course, I actually pre-sold about $30,000. And that was all through ClickFunnels. We had an initial offer and we had an OTO. So we're able to sell our second product actually. And I mean, it was really phenomenal.
So cool. So it works for dentists, but it also works for the coaching side because you're on both sides of that business now.
Yeah. So I'll tell a story. And I mean, so now what I'm doing, so last week, why we had such a great week is I actually launched a funnel course for dentists. So it's called Funnel Mastery, and it's teaching dentists how to use funnels, how to use ClickFunnels to actually get new patients. And so I had a really cool case study of a dentist who actually no one knew her. She started doing Facebook Lives, and we actually built up an audience, and she was able to actually use ClickFunnels to build a VIP guest list. And so when she was ready to actually launch that she was taking new patient appointments, she actually had several hundred leads, and she had over 50 new patients booked for her practice before it even opened. And again, when I was like, oh, this is what we're going to do. We're going to build up an audience, and then we're going to create a funnel. And she's like, we're going to do what? So now like all of the dentists have been following her journey over the last 4 months, and all of the dentists are like, we want to know how to use funnels inside of our dental practices. And so, I mean, it's really, really huge. So again, you can use it as a coach, as a consultant, no matter what you're selling. As a service, I'm using it for my dental practice as well. I also practice as well to be able to get new patients in. I mean, there's just so many different ways you can use ClickFunnels. It's really cool.
So awesome. Well, thanks for coming and sharing your story. For everyone who's still listening, we got tons of you guys on here. So everyone's captured by hearing everyone's stories. And I love hearing them from all the different industries. It's so cool. So thanks, Anissa, for sharing. And those who are still on the fence, time to go. Go to clickfunnels.com/start. Now is the time.
Good stuff.
Awesome. Okay, up next is Dan.
What's up?
How you doing?
you doing?
Hey, I'm doing freaking great. I'm doing awesome. How are you doing?
Is this your new house in the background?
It is. I'm glad you asked because I love showing it off. Okay, look at this crap. Look at it.
Holy cow!
It's so big it won't fit in the screen. Okay, look at that. I can't fit it in the screen, but this is the view I wake up to every morning right here. Okay, and let me tell you this: every single dollar that paid for this humongous house went through ClickFunnels. Okay, every single dollar. Okay, not $1 was made that was not through ClickFunnels.
That's so awesome. And what's fun about your story too is like, obviously you've been doing this for a while, but like I think you had kind of ups and downs, and then like as soon as it hit for you, it was like I started getting updates in the office here like every week, like Dan's passed 100 grand, 200 grand, 500 grand, and it was like the window between start to like $1 million, to like the 2 Comma Club was probably the fastest I've seen, at least publicly.
Yeah, it was 7. It took me 7 years to become a millionaire overnight. I have been in this game for a long time. I've tried every product out there. I've tried LP. I'll just do the acronym. I've tried everything. And when I got ClickFunnels, from the day I literally started messing with ClickFunnels to the day I hit $1 million was about 5 months, if I remember correctly. We're coming up on, I think, my 13th month, and I'm at 2.5 million. And it's just, and hold on, not only that, but, and guys, I don't mean to be materialistic, but I've always wanted a nice house. Okay. And
I'm nervous having Dan live. Where is he taking us?
Okay. Hold on. I've always wanted one of these too. Hold on. The light's coming up slowly. I've always wanted one of these. Can you see that, Russell?
Oh yeah, we can see it.
Oh, you can see it? Okay. That's a Lamborghini, by the way. So now I know a lot of people think I'm like materialistic or whatever, but I used to benchmark myself for success. I used to sit on Trulia and Zillow, right? And I would sit on Trulia and Zillow and I'd look at all these dream houses that I wanted, okay? And every month, the house I wanted would go away, it'd get sold or whatever. And every month it would I'd be like, okay, I just need to make $2 million to get that house. Or and I would goal set for myself because one of the things I've always wanted was a big house, and I got it. And it was because of ClickFunnels. Okay. I sold the same product I had sold for about 4 months prior to that. But when I started selling it through ClickFunnels, and I started not only ClickFunnels, but the knowledge and the training that goes with ClickFunnels, that's coupled with ClickFunnels, that's when it went nuts. And I mean, the Stripe account is just like, it's like a never ending spinning wheel, and the brake broke and it just keeps going and going and going like there's a little mouse on it, so it's absolutely phenomenal.
Oh, that's so cool. So for those who are wondering, like, should I do this, Dan? Should I take the leap of faith and invest $2,000 in changing my life? What would you tell to them?
Well, I don't want any more competition. No, I'm just kidding. So, I would say this. I challenge you to do something right now. I challenge you to go find, in the past 24 months, all of the big from zero to millionaire verified success stories. Okay. And you will find that the lion's share of them, the vast majority of them, are doing it through ClickFunnels. So if that doesn't answer your question, then you know what? I hear they're taking applications down at the local McDonald's, okay? So that's all I can say. All right, somebody needs to serve McNuggets. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just kidding. But that's what I would say, honestly.
Awesome, man. So everyone just heard that and you're ready to go to clickfunnels.com/start. Thanks, man, so much.
All right, see
you, Dad. All right, up next is Liz Benny. What's up, Liz? How you doing?
Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
That's good.
You're calling in from the entire other side of the world from me right now. What time is it for you?
It is just noon. It's noon now.
Oh, perfect. I'm glad it wasn't like 3 a.m, so that makes me better. So let me tell us your ClickFunnels story. I'd love to hear it.
Okay, cool. So everyone that's listening to this right now, you've heard some incredible stories. I'm sitting in my version of the dream house right now. I'm not going to walk you around because you are literally all plugged in. But a story that I can tell you is that Mr. Russell Brunson, the big guru that you see there that you might have up on a pedestal right now, the Mr. Amazing, the guy that's offering you this incredible opportunity right now, he has been jumping out on my trampoline just outside my window, just out there. And I took him to this home because he saw the crappy, we used to call it the SGB, which stands for the not so wonderful green bungalow. It was this tiny, moldy, disgusting house. And that's where we used to live, and it used to have a broken driveway, massive earthquakes here in Christchurch. And I used to be incredibly poor. I'm not going to I'm just going to call it like it is. And that feeling of not being able to provide for my family, and that feeling of not being able to be myself, and that feeling of not being able to get my message out there into the world got me to the point, honestly, of massive depression. I didn't know where I was going. I was like, there has got to be an easier way. And there was this really annoying guy on Facebook, and his name was Russell freaking Brunson. And I saw him all the time, and his name just kept coming up. And he was like this 12-year-old telling me that I can become like this overnight success story. And I'm like, whatever, 12-year-old, go away, right? So that was my experience then after a while of seeing this. Obviously, the retargeting on that ad was amazing, but I actually just took the leap of faith. And I actually think that I am probably member number 50. I'm like the grandma of ClickFunnels. I'm on the front page of ClickFunnels for good reason. I think everyone's like, Liz Benny, just go away, right? Tell us another story. But here's what I will say to you is that I'm in a position right now in life where literally the world is my oyster. I am in a situation where I can do whatever I want when I want. I have 3 operational funnels. Those are the ones that I, honestly, if I say to myself, how much money do I want to make this month? It really is about how much traffic do I want to send to those funnels that particular month, because the funnels work. It's just about how much traffic I'm going to send to them. It's my business right now is in a position where it's just scale city. So if you're sitting there listening right now and going, okay, cool, Liz, it's all very well and good for you. I want my dream home too, but you can do it and I can't. I say to you, no, look at all these people here. We're all different. We all come in our different shapes and sizes and colors and backgrounds and everything. I'd say to you that you are very, very safe with ClickFunnels. You're very, very safe with Russell Brunson. There are not many people in this industry who can speak with such high levels of integrity, because there are a lot of scam artists in this industry. So if you're sitting there going, is this real? Can I actually trust Russell? Well, number one, he's made this a completely risk-free offer. So you'd be, in my mind, honestly, just do it. But you can trust him. That's what I want to say to you.
That's awesome. Well, thanks, Liz. It's been so much fun watching your whole transformation and journey over the last couple of years, and just so grateful for you to jump on and share your story as well.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you big time.
Awesome. Thanks, Liz. All right, who's up next? This is so fun, by the way. This is like my favorite day ever. All right, so Ryan and Brad. What's up, guys?
Hey.
What's up?
So I want to hear your guys' ClickFunnels story as well. It's been fun watching your journey and excited for other people here as well.
Brad, take it.
Okay, so Ryan and I are business partners, so that's why we're on here at the same time. And for those, there's got to be at least some financial services professionals out there that have been watching the webinar wondering, well, if I don't sell a product online, if it's not just a one-time transaction thing, like does ClickFunnels work for me if I have to meet with somebody face-to-face and take them through a whole process? That's where we were. We were pretty skeptical of that whole thing too, which is why it took us a little while to get into ClickFunnels. But what we want you to get out of our story is this absolutely still works for you if you're not actually selling a product, but you're trying to create relationships and have clients work with you one-on-one. And I'll do this. I want to show you a couple things, and then I'll turn it over. So Ryan and I run a financial services practice, and we had the big office downtown, tried to go kind of the normal route of trying to look very professional to try to get clients in and that whole thing. And we were the exact story that Russell talked about, which was we tried to hire developers and we spent like $10,000 doing that and tried to hire people to drive traffic, and it was terrible. And money was just going down into a black hole until we finally found ClickFunnels. And now I would say this about how successful it's been. It's so successful, we barely use it. Okay? Let me say that again. It's so successful, we barely use it, because every time we turn it on, we get swamped with more clients than we can meet with, and we have to turn it off again. And then we meet and fulfill and make a whole bunch of money, and then we turn it back on, and then a whole bunch more clients come in and we turn it off again.
Such a good problem to have.
Yeah, it's awesome. And when we go to industry conferences and we're talking to people, the number one thing everybody's like, where do you get leads? How many referrals do you get? And we're like, yeah, I keep having to turn it off because I have too many clients. And they're like, there's not space in their brain to process that. But that's not even the best part about it. Ryan and I now get to work out of our homes instead of driving 30 minutes and working downtown and doing all that. My kids just dropped off these little gifts for me, and I get to meet with my clients in my bare feet because I can run my entire practice virtually because I don't need everything that comes with a normal financial services firm. So for those that are wondering if this works to get clients and move them offline and work with them one-on-one, 100% absolutely. It's been working for us for 2 years now.
That's so cool. Ryan, you want to add anything to that, or are you just saying, yep, that's how it works for us now?
Yeah, man. And honestly, a lot of people on here have shared to pay for your ClickFunnels membership, teach people how to use ClickFunnels. We've had so many financial advisors over the last 18 months ask us what we're doing that just, 2 months ago, we decided to open up a course and teach people how to do what we do with ClickFunnels, financial advisors who are used to meeting with people over a kitchen table. And it was amazing to see their results. I mean, when we started sharing funnels with them that convert and drive traffic and give value to clients, all we had to do was push a button and a converting funnel went to someone else's ClickFunnels account. And you have made it so easy, Russell, to do business online. And that's what ClickFunnels has done for us. It's allowed us to do what we love to do and remove the headache of all of the technology stress that comes with it. We send out emails, we drive funnels. If we have an idea, we host a perfect webinar, and never once do we get online or on the phone and call our tech guy. We just push a button, have a funnel, run a webinar.
Make money.
Oh, so awesome. Thanks guys for sharing your story. I hope that helps everybody who's out there that does financial planning and business professionals, stuff like that. Like, it works. It works in all the businesses. It's so cool.
Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Hey, real quick before the next guest comes up, a bunch of people are asking, like, what's the offer again? So I'm going to go recap it real quick for you guys. If you see my screen back here, I'll tell you away. So again, to get started, go to clickfunnels.com/start. And the special offer is for just one payment of $19.97 today. Here's all the things you're going to get. You're going to get the 6-month account to ClickFunnels for free. Plus, you get Backpack and Actionetics as long as you take action before the deadline's over. You're going to get the Funnel Builder Secrets Masterclass, the Funnel Hacking 201 Spy for Profit, the Traffic Secrets course, and the Funnel Script software. All of that is going to change your life. And all you got to do is go to clickfunnels.com/start. And then you can be just like all these people here right now who at one time were struggling and now are just having absolute certainty in all their goals inside their business. And it's amazing to watch. So very cool. All right, who is up next? All right, Alex, you are up next.
What's up, Russell?
How's it going, man?
I'm doing good. My daughter just walked in here. She goes, "Hey, that's Russell Brunson."
Tell her hi. I miss her.
Yeah, no doubt.
So, Alex, real quick, your story's fun because you've been working with entrepreneurs for a long time, and you've seen entrepreneurs do all sorts of stuff, and you kind of just gotten into the ClickFunnels world more recently. I'd just love to hear some of your thoughts on it.
Russell, I think that the easiest way to explain ClickFunnels is that most systems, you have to learn how to use a system in order to make it effective. And ClickFunnels is a system that when you learn it, it makes you effective. Because when you look at how it lays out and how it works, it actually teaches you how to sell. It teaches you how to bring people through a process. It's a system that in and of itself, just having the system makes you better at marketing. And we've changed our approach. We've changed how we put ourselves out there. We change how we attract people towards us. But I think the most important part for anybody who's considering this is, I don't like systems. I actually avoid most systems as much as I possibly can. But when you get into ClickFunnels, it's almost like a paint by number. It's not almost, it is a paint by number strategy in the system itself, which that's unheard of. Most of the time you have to go get a ton of training, you have to get a ton of help, a ton of support. But the fact is, ClickFunnels, like when you guys change something or add something, I go look because that's where the marketing world is going next.
That's awesome. I think one of the things, and I'm a student of yours as well, it's fun watching you talk about momentum, how entrepreneurs, like, they need to be moving all the time. And so many times we have an idea or a vision or product and we start moving, and then like the tech happens and they stop and we lose momentum and we just stop. And I think this is one of the most powerful things about ClickFunnels is it gives you the ability to keep momentum going forward and not have to stop.
Well, and if you can use a word processor, you can set up sophisticated funnels that will move somebody through a buying process and have them coming towards you as easy as like using Microsoft Word. It blew me away when we first got into the system. Russell, I thought I was going to somebody to be my ClickFunnels guy. We just do it ourselves. It's that easy.
I love it. But people are like, well, who's going to run this? I'm like, you should just run it. It's really that easy. It's so cool.
If I can run it, anyone listening can run it.
Oh, awesome. Thanks, Alex, for coming to sharing. What would you tell anybody who's on the fence that you want to push them over?
I just saw the deal that Russell laid out. It's much better than what I got when I bought ClickFunnels. You should buy it.
Awesome. Thanks so much, man. Cool. Well,
appreciate you, Russell.
Again, appreciate you too. All right, so go to clickfunnels.com/start if you're ready to get started and be like everybody here who's talking. And up next is Dr. Chad Woolner is going to be sharing his story. Take your mute limit. Oh. How are you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm a little tired, but excited. So it makes it a lot easier.
Thanks for having me on, man. Appreciate it. I'm honored to be seriously, I'm like, what am I doing with all these other awesome people here? I'm a little out of my element as far as all these rock stars, but yeah, man, super excited to be here. Tell me what you want to know.
Well, so you're, again, I get people all the time. They're like, well, I see this works for authors and coaches and blah, 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 but you're a chiropractor.
Yep.
And you use ClickFunnels every single day. Talk about what you do and why you guys do it.
So rewind back when I first started in practice, it's no mystery that they don't teach chiropractors how to be entrepreneurs. They teach you how to be chiropractors. So starting my practice from scratch, I was very naive and ignorant and wide-eyed and thought that, maybe it was going to be a little difficult for a year. But then as soon as that year was done, I was going to be making 6 figures a year because I'm a doctor, right? I've got my doctor credentials and that's what you do, right? And 3 or 4 years later of struggle, and that's the thing is, I don't know if you want me to say this or not. I have the unique perspective. I've known Russell here for probably longer than anybody else. Met Russell. So Russell saw and was acutely aware of my struggle. He saw how painful it was that entire time. And I think he made ClickFunnels just for me, maybe to save my practice. I don't know. But anyways, he saw the struggle. And so obviously I was looking, I had talked with all the industry gurus and I'd looked at all sorts of different software and all these different things. And it was literally right at my wit's end where I was ready to just give up on chiropractic. I was like, I'm ready to just come work for Russell or do something. I don't know. Russell's like, we've got this new software program coming out. Give it a try and see if you can't use it and make it work for your practice. And so I was like, okay, cool. And so I jumped in. I was like, and maybe that's where I can beat Trey Llewellyn's stat of being the highest. I was number 10 or 20 or something like that. And so anyways, started using ClickFunnels and no joke, I feel like everything had led up to that moment. I remember the first funnel that we implemented, I told you about it. And I kind of was walking you through the process of what we were thinking we were going to do. And you were kind of nodding your head. You're like, I think that's going to work. We implemented it with ClickFunnels and it was a game changer for us. It was within a matter of literally weeks, our practice transformed. It was almost an overnight process, and we didn't look back from there. It just grew and grew and grew, and it was unbelievable. In fact, and this is true story. Literally, what's funny about this is before you asked me to be on this webinar here, Amber, my wife, and I, we were driving through our neighborhood. We just bought a house about a year ago, brand new, beautiful home, and I was telling her, I was like, what's funny is ClickFunnels has changed our life. ClickFunnels is what bought this house for us, and ClickFunnels. And she's like, you're right. And I'm like, it's kind of crazy that a software company has made such an impact on our family, like me personally, on my practice and everything. And what's incredible is that not only has it changed my practice, but I've since then, like you're hearing kind of this same theme with brick and mortar business owners, is that they figure out how to use ClickFunnels in their business. It changes it, and then people are like wanting to know, like, well, how are you doing this? How are you doing this? And that's what I did. I created an online program teaching chiropractors how to use ClickFunnels in their practices. And since then, literally, I think last was like 250 chiropractors have my 231 chiropractors have my program all over the world, and they're using ClickFunnels, how to change their practices, how to bring in new patients. So yeah, it's been awesome.
So for anyone, we still have like well over like 1,500 people sitting watching. Like, what would you tell those guys? Something very simple. Hesitation will cost you far more than the investment. You're going to lose a lot of money if you don't pull the trigger on this. I work with people all the time, and that's the biggest thing that I tell chiropractors is anything you're doing, if you hesitate, you're going to lose a lot of money. So please don't hesitate, pull the trigger. And I can, again, vouch for having known Russell probably longer than anybody else. I've had the privilege and honor and opportunity of calling him a friend of mine. I've had the opportunity to see kind of the intimate side of behind in his life, and I can assure you he's a solid, straight up guy. The software program's incredible. He really is truly everything he's saying. He wants to help business owners. So jump on board with him. You can't go wrong. Honestly, it's amazing. Awesome. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
You bet, buddy.
Very cool. So for those of you guys who are still wondering, where's the link? How do I get started? It's clickfunnels.com/start. It's time to start. All right, up next, we got Anthony DiClementi. How's it going?
What's going on? It's going great. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for jumping on.
This webinar has been fantastic. I've been loving it.
It's been so much fun. So for you have passion. You have ideas. You're such a talented person. And I think I've known you for a while, and you kind of struggled a while getting it out. I'd love to hear some of your ClickFunnels story of how you're able to use it as a tool to get your message out to more people.
Yeah, man. So one of my favorite quotes is that money likes speed. And I was really good at spending a lot of money fast and like in the wrong places. And I remember spending like $10,000 to build a website and like crossing my fingers, hoping it would work. And it didn't at all. And it was like the last $10,000 I had. And I ended up taking the plunge in 2014 with ClickFunnels, but like I still had so much of this old programming where like you need to hire developers and have them do things for you. So I was like hiring developers and then asking them to do things for me in ClickFunnels. And then I realized from the amazing community that you've built here that I could do a lot of this stuff myself. And there's so much more transparency now, and the ability to make changes to your website is like instantaneous. And that's completely changed our business. I mean, we've done over 20,000 copies now of the Biohacker's Guide, and it's all because of ClickFunnels. And can you guys hear okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. And our goal is to hit, we've got some stuff in place to hit 100,000 plus before Funnel Hacking Live 2018. And like, we're going to make some moves there. I want to be on stage getting the 2 Comma Club, and none of it would be possible without ClickFunnels. I'd probably still be spending tens of thousands of dollars on websites and hoping they work. I was actually creating split tests while watching your webinar. I was like, oh, that's a great idea. Why aren't we doing that in our funnel? And I'm in ClickFunnels making those changes. So it's a complete game changer. And yeah, I think anyone that like believes in themselves and kind of has the mentality of, I'm not going to quit until I get it. All you need is that determination and the right tools, and the right tools being ClickFunnels. And if you like are willing to bet on yourself and willing to do whatever it takes, and you have ClickFunnels in your corner, then like the world is your oyster.
So cool. The one thing I always talk about is, there's 2 sides of ClickFunnels, right? One side is like the entrepreneur makes money, but the second side is like the entrepreneur, as they're making money, are helping other people and changing their lives. And I know some of your work, obviously, what you do. I would love you share just like the impact you're now able to have on people's lives and their bodies, and like what they're able to do here on this earth.
Yeah. So one of them that's like fresh on our mind, Mark Lumia signed up at Funnel Hacking Live 2017, and he was at our place. So like when I first started using ClickFunnels, I was sharing an apartment, a moldy apartment in Chicago. Like Liz mentioned, I was like, oh, that was me too. You forget like where you've come. I was in a moldy apartment in Chicago with 2 other guys. paying $400 a month because that's all I could do, and like everything else got dumped into bad online decisions. Besides ClickFunnels. And now we're like, this morning I went for a walk on the beach with my dad and my girlfriend, and we're all at a house 5 minutes from the ocean in Delray Beach, Florida, entirely because of ClickFunnels. And it's changed our lives in so many ways. Well, Mark Lumia was here last weekend, just a few months after signing up for the program. He's down like 85 pounds. And we were on the row machine in like my man cave garage that we've converted into a gym. And when he first started in February, he was like, it took him like 3 minutes to row 500 meters. And on Saturday, he rode it in like 1 minute and 38 seconds. And I looked and I'm like, my best ever time is like 1:26. And this guy's like, he's down 85 pounds. He's almost crushing my best time. And now I got to get on the row machine and like, like back myself up. But like, that's one person of like the tens of thousands and millions that we're reaching every month, through our podcast, and like everything from the podcast to the free book funnel to our membership site to our biohacking week event to our high ticket. It's all through ClickFunnels. And it's all because of you guys. And like, a lot of people haven't talked about the community here, but it's amazing. If I'm looking to launch a webinar funnel, I know that there's thousands of people that I could hit up and say, hey, what's working well for you? And they'll say, oh, just do this and this. This is converting way better than, these other ones. And they'll tell you what to do and just condense that learning curve down to like as short as it possibly can be. And money likes speed, impact likes speed. And the more people like this community and tools that you have on your side, the greater your chance of success.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Matt, for jumping on and sharing your story. I love what you're doing. I love how people's lives are changing. It's so fun.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
No worries. Now, as we're waiting for our next, I think might be our last guest, I just want to stress for everyone who's like thinking about this and waiting, like, I don't know about you, but as an entrepreneur, like I wanted to do big things. I wanted to sell stuff. I wanted to help people. I wanted to do this sort of stuff. And it was always really, really, really hard. And like our entire mission with ClickFunnels, with our company, with our training, with our products, with our software, everything is to put the power back in the hands of the entrepreneur and give you the ability to actually go out there and change the world and help people and serve people. And I don't know any better way than this. And so if you know that's you and you hear this calling and you're like, that's me. Like I'm an entrepreneur. Like I have gifts, I have talents, I have skills. Like I want to go out there and help other people. Like this is the path. It's not something we made up. It's not something we invented in the last 24 hours. Like this path has been written by thousands, tens of thousands of entrepreneurs. Like I said before, like we have over 52,000 active members as of today. So you're not the first run. It's not our first rodeo. Like we've done this over and over and over. And the new live training is starting next week. So it's time to jump back on, get into live training, start using the software, going through the program together as a community, and so you can get results like these people. I would love in 6 months from now to be on the thing like, I didn't know if Russ was talking about was true. It looks like he's 12 years old. He's all crazy talking fast. But man, I did it. I took the plunge and like, look at what happened. And if you go in there and you take the plunge and it doesn't work for you, like I said, we have risk-free money back guarantee. Like we will literally give you every penny back. Like I don't need your money. I'm fine. This is about you, not about me. Whether you take this investment and you invest your time and your energy, your money or not, it will not change the quality of my life whatsoever. Like this is about you. It's about changing the quality of your life. And the only way to do that right now is to go to clickfunnels.com/start and get started. Like jump in this process, get momentum, start moving forward, and let's get your message out there so you can change the world. And it's going to be fun. All right. So up next, I'm a little nervous about this one. I'm not going to lie. We've got Dave up next, man. How you doing?
I'm actually a disgruntled customer. I snuck into this group. I want a refund on my free book. I didn't read it, but I was supposed to make $1 million the next day. I'm great, man. Can you imagine? I just Trojan horse myself into the Zoom call. Hours. All right. Serious.
But tell people what you do for real so they understand what you're doing in your world.
Yeah, I mean, listen, like, don't let these baby doll eyes fool you. I've been an e-commerce seller for 13 years, guys. While I was listening to everybody talk about like the trajectory, I did a Wayback Machine on one of my companies. So I own a few brands, getkombucha.com. We sell really cool kits on how to make kombucha. So people talk like, will it work for me? Like I sell hippie fungus yeast kits. to make hippie fungus yeast tea, which recreates itself to make more hippie fungus. Like, if you could sell fungus, you can sell anything with ClickFunnels, right? Also, we sell hot sauce kits and fun DIY gift kits. I also now coach and do courses thanks to this fantastic man, and it's incredible. So I went to the Wayback Machine, and like in 2007, it just brought back so many memories of calling another country, spending whatever. Like, I mean, I know people get ClickFunnels for free for 6 months, which is insane. There's part of me that's like, well, why didn't I sign up today? But then I'm like, well, I wouldn't have made all the millions of dollars the last 2 years then or helped other people to make those millions if I signed up earlier. So it's worth, I don't mind paying the 6 months, but whatever the cost is, like, that was my cost per hour to get my font to be like red Tahoma. And all those old school internet marketers guys know, like, to get your font to be like red Tahoma font, that was the cool thing. I had a Yahoo Merchant Solution account. When ClickFunnels came out, I knew instantly. Loki Pages. When I saw Loki Pages and some other sites, I bought a yearly membership because I was like, this is the thing. And like, I love to make money, but I hate to waste money. And the next day, I didn't even bother asking for a refund or credit or whatever. I went all in on the ClickFunnels, and I bought a year, whatever the year thing was, or 6 months thing, and it's a completely changer. And whatever amount of money like I had already paid in those other softwares, I made it back like a week later. Like, it's insane. I also want to say something else. This is the first time in history that the people that are making the technology, I call it like software 2.0. Like, I mean, Russell, would you say you are not a tech guy? Would you agree? You're not a tech guy. Yeah.
No.
Right. So Russell, guys, so if you're thinking like, okay, but what am I going to sell? How am I going to sell it? This is like the best bicyclist in the world finally got to design the best bicycle, right? So it used to be the guy who used to make the bikes. He never rode a bike. He never rode a bike before. Finally, guy who's the best at this: marketing, storytelling, understanding, giving value, building your tribe, building your community. Finally, got the keys to the castle, made an incredible team, which, by the way, all of us, we just got asked short notice. It's like everybody's in different parts of the world. We all have families. We all have other obligations. And like that, we jumped on this call. If your friend tells you to go to a restaurant, you go to it. But think about this, right? Like the amount of people that this man has influenced that are willing. And this is a short list, right? So like, this is such a unique time in history that he's attracted people to express his stuff. And that brings me to point number 2. Let's say you already have a business and you say, okay, I don't want paint by numbers. ClickFunnels gives you the other direction as well. You could express. You have an idea. That idea can be expressed, and you could start running traffic. You could send a link out in hours. Something that would take me months. And let's be fair, I just never did it because I got so overwhelmed. So all these things up here can be expressed easily, quickly. And so that's my joy. But if you're just starting, feel good knowing that Russell's thing, he's the best bicyclist in the world that finally got the chance to build the best bicycle. And you're getting both today.
So cool. That's a really interesting way, because I was the same way. I use tech tools. You're like, who invented this? What were they thinking? And it's really cool that it's created by marketers for marketers. And it's amazing. So, and the last things for everyone who's still on here, we still have like 1,200 plus people on. So what are you going to tell those guys to push them over the edge once and for all?
I mean, this has got to be something that you want. And actually, I'm going to call something out. If something took 6 months to do, if something took other things you had to buy and learn, and like, then you have an excuse. Then all of a sudden you put the responsibility on someone else, right? There's no excuses. I can't believe I'm saying this right now, because like people used to tell me this. I'm like, but you have to at some point in your life, you have to make an analog decision. Either the light switch is on or the light switch is off. And so let's stop dimming around, and you got to make a decision. And it really comes down to, do you believe in yourself? That's it. You don't need all the answers. There's so many people that are going to help. First buy everything, but then go to the Facebook page. Look, there's an amazing, loving community. Software is not fun. Software is not loving and cheery go hum. But this somehow made it because it's a bigger purpose. The ClickFunnels, as great as it is, it's just a bridge or a vehicle or a bicycle to get you where you are to where you need to go. And there's passionate, incredible human beings that are doing it for so many different niches. Like, people are doing this to sell services. People are doing this to sell products in so many different niches. Brian and I still, as much as I'm using ClickFunnels to do, redemption funnels, to do bridge pages to Amazon, to then boomerang them back to ClickFunnels. Like, there's so many ways you could do it. But the cool thing is like, you don't have to think about them because they're all done for you. So I don't know what else to tell you guys. You just got to either turn the light switch on or off right now.
That's awesome. Well, thanks, man, for jumping on, sharing your story. I'm going to go buy some hippie fungus stuff now that I know there's a funnel for it. That's awesome. Cool. Well, thank you, Dave. Thank you, everyone, for
just to take you.
Oh, thanks, man. All right. So thanks, everyone who's been hanging out. I appreciate you jumping on. I want to jump back on the slides and kind of close this out, if that's all right. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out and sharing your stories. Appreciate you guys. All right, welcome back. I hope you loved hearing those stories. I hope that you visualized yourself and thought, man, where could I be in 6 months from now or a year from now? I promise you, if you would have asked these people this same thing before they took that leap of faith, most of them wouldn't have believed it. Most of them have seen such radical shifts and transformations in their life because of this process. And I know the same thing can happen to you. So I've just got one last kind of push you over the edge. I want you guys to understand that this whole process for you, okay, you got the book, it's coming in the mail, you're gonna read it, you understand it, but the tools you need to be able to execute on this, it's here inside of ClickFunnels. It's everything we're giving you right now. And it's one investment in $19.97, it's $2,000. I know that for some of you guys that's a lot of money, some of you guys it's not. For those that's a lot of money, I want you guys to understand something really quick. This investment today, this is not about me. Okay, whether you invest in this or not, it's not going to change my life at all. As of the time I'm making this video, we have over 55,000 active members here inside of ClickFunnels. I always tell people it's not a matter of if you're going to become a ClickFunnels member, it's when. So you can wait and do it in a month from now or 6 months from now or later. But if you want this special offer, if you want all the stuff we talked about today, it's only available right here and right now. So now is the time to take that leap of faith. Like I said, this is not about me. Whether you invest in this or not, my life won't change one bit. I'm not going to buy a new car. My house is not going to shift. Like, nothing's going to change for me. But for you, it could change everything. And I want you to understand that that's the whole purpose behind this, you guys. This is about you changing your life, changing your situation, changing your business, giving you the ability where through your business you can serve more people and you can touch their lives. I know you got in business because you love what you do. You love your products, you love your service, you love your information, whatever kind of business you're in, like, you love it, right? That's why you got into this. And this DotComSecrets process is gonna help you to sell more of whatever it is that you love, help you to serve more people, get more things out there. But now is the time that you've got to take that leap of faith. And I know it's scary. And hopefully after hearing from all those other people, you know that we're not leaving. We're not going anywhere. We've been around for over 3 years. We're the fastest growing software company in the world. We're here to catch you and to help you and to protect you and to help serve you so you can be successful here inside this community, inside of what you're doing. I know that I read recently, I think 80% of all businesses fail within the first 18 months. Why do they do that? Because they don't understand these strategies, you guys. When you understand this, when you understand all these concepts we've been teaching, you can actually do it inside of ClickFunnels. Like, you can win. You can beat out these other companies. You can beat out your competitors, and you're going to be the company, the business, the person who survives and who thrives during these times. And that is the key. So with that said, I want to thank you again for watching this presentation. Thank you so much for ordering the book. I cannot wait for you to get it. Even if you don't invest for whatever reason, read this book. It's going to help you understand funnels and psychology and all the things you need to double your business and to grow it. And hopefully for some of you guys, you understand the opportunity I'm giving you today. I'm giving you the opportunity to use software that will make this process simple. I'm giving you the opportunity to give you the training, the tools, everything you need to be successful, everything that you're going to learn about this book. This special offer will give you everything you need to actually be successful with it. And so with that said, thank you again so much for listening. I cannot wait to hear your success story. Next time I record one of these videos, I want you to be one of the success stories. Tell me where you've come in the last 6 months from now, because I know that if you take that leap of faith and if you do it, the same thing can happen for you. Thanks again so much, and I'll talk to you soon.